Father, you are the mighty one. I don't pay glory and honor be unto your name. Yeah, that's it. Chedi ampon, why you be afo? I don't need to yama. I need Moi, mon tier me and what? Trotro when you I don't pay patch on what to say. I'm passing you for cash into a dear boy and the oh. Abefa, a ferry. Namima taxi drivers are 80 yard paid in no action. Remember when you kwaba to 95.1. Nsempa suni na yatuna se bia. Yadi omani mu nkomo ahodo nyina no ede bro. Mamenchia Yango drivers, Uber drivers, boat drivers. Fabijo for nyina no I don't pay good morning to you. And most precisely, but you want more in your private cars. It's such an honor having you join us this morning. 95.1 FM. It's well before him. Oh, before him. Before him. Oh.
FM 95.1.
And you good and on the miracles. The praising you right now. And people say, and you are good and all the miracles. And all the hospital. Praising you. Father, that we love you. Declare everlasting love. I don't pay your mission. Declaring your love for the Most High. God bless you so much. Adum yang kupon one no one obey. One more you could draw home. Insuranya wodia. Na I don't pay the other one sa so mubiano. Bwachon kosomra. Yediemra. Ayarisamra. Anyone yam shamra. Oh. Yeah, it does. Benwa. Akwa mo bisa me say abina le gon we no obeba why
95.1.
ko live kakra mo man mpo gida ho me na akola se jesi na o free sa ko ma chi sorry any da fo Understand. 95.1.
Kwame Appiah Kubi.
Yes, sir. Now, that's a say.
Nyamiandom.
I'll be fine. She knew it. I did actually be a Yamagana Funida, right? Yanchia, the community of reading men. Na Yanchia Joe Lumani in our pain. 1 more 18 would just swing it out or pay your babunina, Monso a fade that one nam quite so a more quite to make it out. Ewamunina Chimamina Quaba, Radiani would jump shady money, that one for one come from Mumbra. One year so Amino, what a next year won't dream was a real show, eh?
Debbie, they said,
There's some credit.
I thought Diana situation, no, and my
Situation here,
my email mechanic. So, Ushu Butumwa, catcher say, Yamado Bakodu Abayana, would you answer, would you be?
Sir. Now, when you this on the
or the Yoko Yabada, or the Yoko Yabada, I thought that I walk on when you never be so.
Aye.
Now, walk on who you can't be a fast wabba.
Exactly.
So, dear Kwanza,
but oh, they are.
they are Baba.
Aye.
Sign it here.
What him says, I did not mean Yindi. I first not be GDO form was I near man hopper, sir. Yes, so we are there, chassis, and there I'll be. Chassis, oh dear chassis. The opposite will be a chassis. Oh, chassis, they are, baby. First, not know what they pa, not be free, sir. Before we should be as there's all prepare. Now, when you be a set and sign no chassis. But if you force a back at you, you can never be prepared. I wouldn't be a bit empty. But they say me Jinipa
when they move me basic 19.
Quite fast to a school fees in the Yamakwan,
Saquina, I'm the ever for Kwan. But I teach in Simmy more. And since Simmy we all want, it doesn't follow logic. Sure, Mr. Speaker. And Simmy we are.
But we be a fine dear that you dear Quasi. I can't your mum pay you by your home.
I can't say you honey bear enough from dear na. Niaka in our fat say, or enough from dear na, you go so your kindness, say, lock no is assassin.
Okay.
And you come as if I was a lock no. I want my lock back on Anna.
Now, in fact, you be as you say, you crack key, no crack key, no pan, so key into me. Let us say, you know, and I'm me, sir.
Oh, sir, okay, can't you won't get one now? Be bear 9 cry.
Ben 9 cry. I see.
Into lock on there, you could get one who could master key. So lock on us, Mr. Speaker.
Only FM 95.1.
And there's some credit. But ever, Yaba. Na enkomo ho.
Sir.
I say ye and rather you make a meeting.
Oh, okay.
I Joe Lumani friend almost summoned me. In fact, Nenya me pet. They summoned me. And Wobo yen almost here na kway. As it is ya munkomu bia mu be dibia as a bank kesi mu 40 near there. Nam sure sir. Omo no kan yo no mo kan ki nim kra.
Okay.
I'm sure na no na you be di nkomo say as a amani the aye na say jane kwan.
Okay.
And I'm say sir. Na amani ni nkomo abade. No mo say amani nkomo aba. Na nra o mampanyin ni team ni di bibia betuma. Ade na affect amani pa.
Oh sir.
Aye.
Oh I ya
amani. Amani ho asem de ekayo.
Oh.
I'm say oh. Omo ye no msu amani nso enya hwe omo de no koba bi foforo but akoye se omo di motini ni ade a se amani ni nkrofo ni mu se sa de
se eno no sa ho ne de nakono eye promotion so as demotion
sa
eye promotion so promotion
office bi ho sa de
oh ene se bebre ho
eye kriti we ye kriti
bebre ho se
obi to man payinfo
said man eyes and not bono I said not bono. A presidential advisor on
resilience
and so not more. It's a flood.
Ose
not much anamwa. Okay.
Now one more year ni say nkrofo truly amani ni ade anam se munya abotre. Amani adwuma awaye no. 95.1. Nkrofo nim se broja gemfie friend amani o.
Say Ubia on the street name so
boys ni ba ye ni no eno no ne nim enti eno no so na ya na ye bebo
eno ani nim say
enti omo ye na omo zio na mudi nkomo so amani yesese yesesa no because Asante for me no entimi nkoji defense ministry ni mo so sa
say minister near the naba no
ai
oye Asante ni
ana amani nso ya Asante
amani Sufi Ashanti region
former Ashanti region youth organizer
ni na nse Ashanti region for nsa nti o say yesesa ba ko
okay
ai
enti amani is presidential advisor in charge of resilience and surveillance
na muyi na mumie hu se muyi na de ne
o say
mezi muyi na mumie hu se muyi no na
se eye na me bo achire kakra
aha
ana me hwe se
95.1
say Risha for bia ba ha na headquarters ne wo reason tia Risha for the ba say no ayo mo nka but ye didi nkomo achire a ne hu reason ntia
okay
akwakoba
so there's the intent on paper and there's the original intent.
The original intent.
Okay.
Say no makajuro say Jay-Z aha na headquarters. We ye dia obeti.
Na aha no community so tie chi.
Tie chi. Nti dia information
ha na. You analyze. And yeah.
Na say na no yo mo ye almost you Ahmed. Ne niam a wo ye wo local government nti no mo
yi. Na nkoyi nti o mo yi.
MPs na dwa. MPs ni so dwa dia na je say. Aban ni igua no. Nti yebeka yi na ni koko apai na ni nkwala no so koko apai ne basa na tie
kwaku bofa na
bofa di
na K360 momi aso kwa didi o
na eno mi rorwa mu a mi ni joluma ni di nkomo anam si na amani mu sesa na free defense ka mo mfa ni nko ba bi foforo
cheso na kona mo
na nka munyi ba ko nso mra ha se se ni nyina deputy ya
nti ankomundi swap nkra
ankomundi swap
nka ye mu bi kra na nka ye hwe ni mu se nke bia de bia Pablo won nka ombedi swap nkaka na nkomo de Pablo akoba foforo ni bia amani akoso Pablo ministry no mu kakra aha unse youth development obi a wadi Ashanti regional youth organizer just say wa contest Pablo national
youth organizer de omo mfa ne nko omo mfa omo mfa ho de
because contest Pablo
ni tia na kese pa wo omo nka omo bi enim de besi ne nyina omo nka etisi e beje ba ko ministry de ama ba ko de
o se nka ondi kakra
dabi yenye ni sa amani no onso yo yeso onye yi ne kakra apprentice adwuma no
onso minister de
dabi
defense no onso but youth development de was so chairman
youth development de was so okay but say
amani ni modu pa o
na men na nkasa ho de anya de ombeje de ama osa
men de he
se Pablo ne wo ho
aha ena hagin
Pablo ne wo youth
but amani so ya adwuma pa
ana youth development ne kra no se bibi besi na nsakira bi beba nipa mienu ne ye hwe anim
se ho no na nka ye
hwe se edem agbana
Ketu South
Ketu South betimi aba Eric betimi aba ana se abwa Donkin betimi aba no aba beji ho na yahwe enti ayinsu wo ho ye fe ni say Asante Commando
okay
mo akohene nso betimi ayi say ayinsi so enti nankasa na nke ye hwe no but amani de nanka me free say bia lands and natural resource kra nanka mo aswape na adu ya kwa na adu ya ba
lands and natural resource
as deputy no
as deputy
na we akwa na we ya ba enye bolini no
95.1
deputy ni
o mampanyin MP no
okay masa appointment to next strategic power Mr. Speaker
sir tinya be you know
tight opa ya share Jumei kama a position will be the right place Minerals Commission ya share ho no gold board ya share ho na lands inso ya share ho na ni pay na o Minerals Commission ya yin the balance commission Lands and Natural Resource as technical advisor to minister na mampenyi krum ni no ya ni deputy lands ho no na opezi ye mampenyi krum ni 15 no
I had defense so kra say no budget ni yenhye da hwe ne sa
there be your man in say lands ho no
interesting thing
na lands ho no na say woni lands mo du chain national security crisis say you
sa
say lands ministry lands and natural resources.
Yeah,
mood to catch national security. Sure.
Na a man is someone no mudin common no more idea no me say na speaker dey ye boy apart from say Kennedy minister say or no ya Ashanti person I will free Ashanti region na amani so Ashanti person no uye no kra free hwa party for na di nkomo a kire ma no ana na ma no kire mu say defense ho na wo mu asesa amani ne de anije kese pa na aba ana am say na amani adwuma a wo yi sa na party for ne mpa na amani adwuma a wo yi
ye na amani
o adwuma a wo yi ni ade na o say na unim say amani ye no mo ka jem so na speaker say wonte ya enne
95.1
endura no mampanyin ye changes but enne wie NDC neck no be kwa setna wo mo be connect meeting because changes bi ni ade aba and arrangement ni bi ni ade bi nso ho ese so mo ye right na wo mo ye ne saa no wo mo be ka say na I say asantifo no na sesei ebo ye ho ban no mu kura ye ban bo ni mu wo ba bia elusa sim so say party for na dwa wo mo pa
say party na nkasa no the base in Ashanti region
na enye no kura no per se wo mo ye no mo say na amani wo ho amani ne ye young person na nka to force nso a yi supervising minister ono nso ye young person na de ye koba ya asrafo recruitment ni ade
ekoye ni say
5.1 ana mani tia me nan so e ka kire me say na wo mo ne party fo ni bebre nso adi nkomo na party fo na dwa say
amani antimi amwa
ma party recruitment bi ni ade antimi ankotru
military recruitment
ne
ko wi a stampede si we wa
stampede ba ye ni ade ana wo mo kire mu no mo ka say na enema amani any supervising minister ye wo mo dwen ho mo ntiase because NPP time no military recruit ni ye adwuma wo ye fa nkrofo kom da bia nso na nkrofo kra anye den ente ho ase
no kra na boys in gas no mo nya adverts
exactly ye nya advertising
mo nya adverts na say ya fa wi
na we na koye mo ya advert Ghana fo ni nyina nso ba be apply bi right Ghana fo ni apply bi no the official protocols are party for ni mpanyimfo ni bi ni ade de baaye no ana ma no kire mu sa mani antimi anhwe ma ya amfa won enti ase ne sesa ne baaye no party leadership ni bi ani age pa
enti na nwa me hu sa na ye to powder wo eyi ho no
se ma no wo ho de a nkomo tofo ma wo mo
hu sa anwa wo fi jowlu meeting na ye hia wo domin side
no enti wo mo ka no wo si enije abamu ni adia because party for no region for no sheda ye omo list ni adia de ba omo hwe ani mu se nkade a omo atimi akwa amani ho yidie nkade ne be den ebe ko true because the biggest promise party de ma party for ni say ye ba adwuma ne de mu benya bia
ba adwuma ni omo nyanye
adwuma ne so party for ni nyanye
eno mu susu se amani ka ho no
ana omo susu se amani ana kese se omo protocols ni bi go through
na nka military recruitment na ale no na nko munya bi
but expectation na no mo wo no amani antimi amiti enti kura no se ekoba ni say no mampanya sesa na fi wo kura ye na mze amani susu kruwe ya mudi susu amani di
women organizer Joe Lumano. What's a powder assault anopa we wodomi?
I see. Enti amani enkofo ni ajepa say ya swap amani ni ade. Ana me say that.
Say dey na ko say a presidential advisor on no.
Ade ya mu ye no enye right to amani. Amani no oyenipa ba akofo. In fact, obeden wetimi afa party for dom yi nyina.
And ono so no a deputy.
Deputy. Major decisions cry no no ne
deputy for ni bi on way nim say yam fa paper kwa metu table so ma on sign.
What ho minister nka se koye say mami a wontimi nkoye.
Em fa table so kwa me nka nje pa cho hwe say minister ba na de mana sign. Deputy for ni bi wo a. Yam fa bibia ko minister secretary ho. Na deputy wo ho.
Enti enura ma ni di nkomo na omo kire me say o. And then next meeting ya region for neighbor. Some akachi say ye kan neck na a National Executive Committee.
Yeah.
National Executive Committee, no, in the NDC, no, all the 16 regional chairmen eka ho. All 16 regional secretaries of the party eka ho. Right? And to omu nyina aba nekene.
Omu be kembi amani ana.
Debi, nenra nkomo amani di ni say executives ni bebre free omu region mu bankra hanen omu ni ajepa na omu ba.
Omu titi VIP mu.
Omu titi VIP mu a omu be nyina omu ni aje serious nko a.
Say amani.
Ye amani.
Inti amani regional chairman so ya we. Say nkofo ni aje. Chairman anakwasi. Oga Susan Juice.
Na party for no region for ni say womo the list ni ba mumfa womo. Party so boys in a year adwuma yo boys ya nso na 2028 won besa year adwuma
and then ano be dem pa if so nim say even the other side of the security service recruitment no
say no so ye asantini
ho nso akose asante region ni
na me ka say enti na party for no di nkomo say asa asante for no ifeli wo
muntaka
no no crowd o ye no de nipa dodo anya ace nyina de abeto abonten ana party for no bi say na adie wei no NPP time anke enye ne sa
so no say boys na kan muntaka de obi aka mo
se ne kwala brem nyina won twa
da
o te say ye
nim fini kwala brem nyina
to de ne ko interior
nti wodi ne ko interior no nim say nipa wei onim ntrodi na kwakose ho party ni bi qualify on fa no
na djuma nso so ani pa o
why adwuma pa
muntaka party for ne mpe ne sa party for ne say whether you like it or not party for ne ye adwuma mo mampanyi be di o mampanyi
95.1.
Hey, and the Munta can't show you. It was always on the election violence whole report. No?
So the report number
already know opushi a number of nerves in the party.
Exactly.
So
especially Kaswadi
say member of parliament say na call you say
the boni tuo ni ade
no be na call you kweni
kwa oni sin ni mu. Right? And now we so Monday you say last week you so ababa ka say womo ebobo 2020 ebesi 2024 elections ye ko nyina wache nkrofo na obi kura de oye NPP executive a oye youth organizer ni ade a womo hwehwe na che ne ade
no so adwane
wono so adwane enti na che say interior ho no wonfa bibia ansi
ono oye adwuma
very transparent.
But for the fact say ontimi fa party for
the fact say ontimi fa party for
na dwano
womo adwano womo nye
anya party ni dia o
Ghana nye party ni dia ba say nam party ni di mu nsunti na wote ho as minister
sa ai nti yenhwe party for ni nja Ghana
na party ni ma power na ye minister
sa
ai
nti yenhwe party for ni nja Ghana
man say ye misa ni say party ni ma power no na muntaka o ye hwan ya no interior minister
na say party for no wo kam mampanyi vote onya nyina o de enfa ne say party for nyina ka na tuma na NDC register wo ho no o mundu 4 million ka nti yen hwe 4 million ni nja 33 million Ghanaians na
wo be fa bi by say for party for no nso bi sa na ma na ka
nti onye ratio 70-30 Ghana 470 na party for
30 na the party for no person o mu ho ani so at least ye the list ba ye no say wantimi amfo o mu nyina akra na o mu nyina akra qualify a enum bi de matimi afafa from regions but ekoba ne say ne kra sa ade a enti amani ade ya wo mu aye nkrofo obose pa
sa amanfo ni age amani wisha for no ho said na kwese presidential advisor for Nadmo no
was a Nadmo msel
na bi
presidential advisor on national surveillance and resilience and no na Nadmo saying
mamen check edini ye kwa na no presidential advisor on national resilience and emergency preparedness. Nadmo, chama.
Emergency preparedness. It's Nadmo Jumana.
Nadmo Jumana.
Second Nadmo Director General.
Nadmo. Nadmo.
What's the title near day?
Presidential advisor on national resilience and emergency preparedness. Nadmo Jumana.
Sa.
Nadmo. Insu beto no money na.
Emergency preparedness inso niema fa hopa.
Eddie Jones jese. Sir.
Emergency preparedness. Eniema efa ho na no den pa.
Sir.
So mampanyi wo committee dada. Ana Nadmo inso wo ho dada. Ana mampanyi se military insa meboa. Ana se ye de amani inso abase oye presidential advisor
on national resilience and
emergency preparedness.
It's only say presidential advisors no on the organogram of government, you know, they're on the same level as ministers.
Exactly.
When you
cry a
promotion, no. But promotion
in every deputy the Nabambe. And they say you find so
a presidential advisor there who are the same level as a minister. Only minister at the same level. Now we know.
They say obeji minister
national
for
resilience. Sir,
I am fan to say presidential advisor. They say na ketu ya be koso.
Okay.
Ni incentives ni be abe to say do ye minister.
So eno actually no. Influence ne here ana.
Influence there he.
Say
Opa ketu ya na say influence be na ope.
Sir, na say amani so political ambitions.
E wo there he.
Baby I didn't say nadmo hoyi.
E ho kra no betimi aye adwuma mo.
Sir, emergency preparedness.
Aye.
E ho no emo na eche wo nadmo no e man ho e be ko nadmo director ho.
Debi enya mo chasem.
There we.
Enti nadmo fo ni nyina ye omo adwuma. Committee fo nyina ye omo adwuma. So already no ni asrafo ni na ye adwuma dada. Enti wo mo nso ye omo adwuma ni bibia wi report ni bi beba ne dex so. No advice yo
no there no tufu. Na utufu ni amfani ende.
We no yenye ni se.
Utufu ni amfani ende.
Oh ene o mampanyi be fa bi.
Sa.
Na nadwuma beba pa next year. Ye si nsu tobre ni mu a. Emergency preparedness there.
In Sutobre no ba he cannot be held accountable for anything.
Ozay.
He seems Sutobre mu a. Ya mo bia anfa bibia anse no kon nye hwe o ya advisor. Ibi anu tufu ni emfa. Amani nye hwe. In Sutobre no so na say bibia yi a. Regional coordinating council. Any Ministry of Works and Housing, any local government ministry. Omo no man your adwuma ye man bia ye mo bia fa bia ansa amani kon. Amani ono advisor on Nadmo advisor. Mu yini mu ana mo yini mu no ehun se mo yini no.
The eyizo kasa banda so kasa pa. Ai kasa de oya de pa.
The new Works and Housing Minister.
Banda kasa.
Yeah, but you remember one ministry nanse.
Na oba ye ya wo say wodwe ho kra won tiase because wo call Abidjan here Cote d'Ivoire. In the last few years, Cote d'Ivoire timia build a housing capacity of over 50,000 housing units. Yeni idea 1,000 to 1,500 cry ye shas ye na bedani amanyo se.
FM 95.1.
Enti banda se oba ye wadidi di nkomo wako Kenya, wako Abidjan ha wo hu de we a wo mo housing sem na epagya ni mu. Enti ono de we say there is no reason ebekwa koba se Ghana yentimi and develop a lot of housing units. Enti ye hwede ono nso beye e wo sa ministry.
Mr. Speaker, sisi ana obikra atwemadwen so say presidential advisors no omodo so pa. There's a on
the list abana
advice and the emfa munino. Mo manage my panye. I say a Augustus Gusitano. On the presidential advisor on 24-hour economy and accelerated exports development.
I said what is the minister? The minister for 24-hour economy.
I said, I don't come on here.
Oh, you're finding your face.
Oh, na market
or secretariat in there.
Na 24-hour market here must is also ni motion.
And I said,
no, 1 to 2 for farm.
And only a local government juma and you nim here.
If it is going to be under the 24-hour economy policy, the presidential advisor on it and the secretariat in charge of implementing the 24-hour economy, no. Also, munim who bibi. Also, munim motion. Into local government ministry, no, omunya policy direction anything. Local government, someone draw broad national policy. They draw sector-driven policy. In the broad national policy, be to say, you know, omunya policy direction anything.
And why idea? Proposals in free
1 to 2 or more for far.
Free NDPC and a free 24-hour economy secretariat.
Yes. 1 to 2 or more for far.
And I win here presidential special initiative. I said Honson the idea year cool.
Why?
Uncle Purple.
Also boys in say.
Boys in so near Japan.
Also boys in Zinenkoye.
Say we know Uncle Purple say and I know say okoye boys na debut.
Sir.
Na me say no na ju meet na koye nkomo man dey have no kwawe no den.
Oh sir.
Aye.
Uncle Purple. Rashid Purple.
Jolumano.
So omo yi na Ministry of Employment hono.
I say we buy your business employment na kosi saying.
But Mr. Speaker, some ministry na say you no. And I yi the word employment ni fi so any minister for labor.
Minister for labor simplicity.
Have say some ministry no be so mo ye adwuma na so obi akọ strike.
Aye. Say teachers no so aye yi kakra.
Na so obi akọ strike na we say minister na ye. But eno kra no, I don't see the role of the minister because most of the time labor commission immediately. Because there's an entire commission, labor commission. Oh, my yes, man. Into minister on Europe idea. Because Minister for Employment, so create employment be our baby.
Employment be our.
Wo fa ba fo wa. So ono so di ono mo be over 4 years anamba. Ignatius ba fo wa. Ono ekosi sen.
Enti
men create here.
Oh, but say Uncle Pep ono no de ayi ba.
Odi na ba.
O say.
Odi na ba.
Boys in the say ono na oni basinteli kabo mo a ayi employment abroad ni ade nyina wo muguso a wo mo.
Na hwa na akọ bi.
Oh, I'm so far Nkrofo Kopa.
Why na akọ bi? Woni mu bi akọ bi.
And so far so you say
party for no mo nam hwa muguso kem no. Hwa na what say ene yahuza friend.
Enya adwuma ma no.
E wa abrochi. Say omo say omo nya adwuma ma boy say wa abrochi ama omo ko.
Na nurse fo ya ye de omo ko nyina wo rere fia na.
Bisa omo say hwa na ye party ni ye de nakọ. Ana so hwa na omo ate say ye de nakọ bi. They should be accountable to us. And yes, they just come and throw figures around. So that's one of them. The issues I mean with the YE. YE in the years past, they just throw figures around. Now do I mean who how no more be creating numbers be training youth 1 million in the why training no. Give us the figures. Let us see traces of work done. Traces of work done here, in fact. Now the time cry say come omo ye zongo training bi ma kaya ye na de o eno na why ye for an answer NY
na NEIP
na NEIP
for the yes
aha nti why ye no adwuma be no ye na say napko na do de ombe say na time na omo ye napko anambwa
ai
we mu de omo ye den blue water guard
I said no special initiative.
Sir.
Aye, I don't know why ye model.
Some of the why ye police by near
community police.
Why ye police?
And they say oh that.
And why no why? Omunya she me say abuchi nkomo no mo ba boy say omude nkofo bi e kwa abuchi na no boys no timeline no so Twitter no mu bisa Malik. And all of us are the Malik are edin you.
Oh Dabi,
Miami Malik.
Ontimi nye din say.
Why edin? Nan say on my Twitter no so biom. On my subium, now I can say in the ref in the password.
Oh, the Twitter account.
I say in the ref in the password. Or control Facebook. Say omo mu bisa na so Twitter no. Password issues. Oh. But why money ade omo akọ? Cause Twitter on the community of reading men no. Members ni bebre wo honom. Nti ye bisa. Say why sa job opportunities I work abroad no. Why money ade omo akọ? Now, in the first place, how does that one become a government initiative? A government initiative say, yeah, by no, yeah, bar, yeah, then conform to Kwame. Look at this, Mr. Speaker.
Oh, but say a idea as I saw being the 2-1 among.
Meanwhile, in my manifesto, most mobile, yeah, and yoma, Eddie and yoma go aquamama, yeah, stop brain drain. Such that Ghana for no mama, the brightest of brains no will not have to be leaving the country. Our manifesto, madden. Man penya fan can in the promises no. Say Ghana for no the young ones no more bright no money my dear kakano. Yeah, no more pair abuchako into no your brightest brains in our kudiama no ne omo person beba because of my no more thing into mobile be your mama nkofo hwan he ho mama nkofo person bet na o man no mu na mobile ya mo the policy aba say yeah the nkofo be kwa abuchi isn't it a conflicting policy. Directly conflicting. That's the way now. Abuchi cause your policy.
Why you work abroad? It's a free performance-based job board with no subscription fees for both the job seeker and then the employers. Now, Obrauzeba, areas bibria, womo pay juma ediama and crofo. Enti me why ye for website in this here. Based on the continental person koye juma was no. Ubetimi I explore the job opportunities, right? Enti womo Africa, womo Asia, womo Europe, right? Uba Asia say ya on their dashboard no, I'm seeing 18 jobs available in Asia. Enti no ubetimi I click it. Now I explore the kind of jobs are.
We will cover him not Thailand though.
What's it?
95.1.
Okay, rice farming.
Nade Jay-Z. Huh?
We Ghana also rice industry no all from pa. Rice industry no from local production rice.
And almost say there are 18 job vacancies why you for one kasa website sudi almost say wo Asia the kind warehouse worker Amazon, right? United Arab Emirates. Category no a factory and manufacturing.
Mr. Speaker.
Na womo publish no a day ago, which is Endra,
Mr. Speaker.
And na womo publish way na opportunity no ebe spy in 4 weeks time from now. From Endra na womo publish no. Enti se wutie kra na wo interest ubetimi apply ubenya. Right? Why you never eligibility criteria
factory no? UAE.
O say
Aban so the Ghana
for factory
UAE.
Yes.
I then Ghana factory ni how.
Eligibility criteria no, you should be between the ages of 21 to 37 years. Right? And yes, a reputable company is seeking energetic and detailed-oriented warehouse workers. A reputable company is seeking energetic and detailed-oriented warehouse workers to support logistics and fulfillment operations within Amazon facility networks. In this role, you will handle incoming inventory, pick and pack customer orders, operate warehouse equipment, and ensure high accuracy in a fast-paced environment, right? And oba yineswa o click here, not just a duakohona or particulars nida what me are filing. These are all job opportunities. Employment Ministry together with a year why one more team are creating. And I think
the Employment Ministry, they are not creating jobs here in Ghana.
Say
they are not creating.
That's where a innovative.
And I will so we creating job.
Mami Europe dear.
We know why.
Why then?
Obi na any advert no man ko find there two websites and so. Obi na advert say up warehouse workers will buy.
Now only company no ending kita ho dear. How can you come and publish this on a government agency? I mean accurately na you're right.
So nim jobber man. So nim mama. Enye bia no me jobberman.com.
Now, Oko a year.
Only FM 95.1.
In Europe, one more per a year trailer drivers. Lithuania. Right? Transportation. And one more published 1 week ago. A bear spy in the next 3 weeks. One more per people between 25 to 50 years old. You see what you say? And I think say a idea encouraging. An international company is looking to add a responsible, competent, and safety-conscious bus driver to their team. The chosen applicant will be in charge of delivering employees, customers, and passengers in a safe and effective manner while upholding strict customer service standards and adhering to business and traffic laws. You must have an international license and then you must have more than 3 years experience in terms of driving. And see,
problem with Sanyo way.
I'm just telling you some of the things.
Ways are mobitimi so edi aye adwuma edi anya adwuma man nkofo.
Exactly.
But me who say this should not be national driven. This should not be driven by a national. Oh, Mr. Speaker. Enya dia was a bankra na yes ade we. Say multi-civil technician, carpentry, mason and painting.
For
country near if a United Arab Emirates.
For that I disagree. I disagree because travel and work for ya, travel and tour for ye nyina no. Ezi na no menu nyina agina ha na nkrofo ba ye se nkrofo bu o mufaso, right? Enti if say abai ebetimi take that initiative will lead with some negotiations abai benya factories.
95.
All that matters is that mebunu ni nya adwuma a simplicity. That is my belief. Instead of say omo betua huge sums of money Edia man krofo ebe dada omoso ye de okwa abrochire ye ji usika okoye adwuma ye part payment ubetua wi na usika akokem. In fact ye de krofo bebre nso akopia abrochire baby a agent ka so mo de omo komo mo akoye adwuma nye ho ne edom kopie. And you know the case of Kuwait ye ho adwuma. Unim sa ne ba nyina. So if say a buying agency like the Youth Employment Authority ebetimi facilitate na eno no be ma a credible source. Won said that metu yesika kese bi amfa mo obi ani agent bi ameda da o magi sika. Na agency no will be a direct link between one factory no and a company now okoye adwuma mo na. I think it is in the right direction. And I feel say idea say at least ye bo mo abaso kakra for such an initiative. But yenkoye nim ne anya adwuma na anopenye basin talent nearby.
Oh, there be on there say
be fair mu keke. And yenko
mommy engine to mu say for a country like Ghana. Yesusu say we are losing our brightest brains to foreign countries because omai no mu nkoye. The best thing anka also mo yes mobile and anka lock no. We see lock no. Say ne ba you to no bit me anya nwuma wo Ghana ha. No mo atena omai no mu ha no mo aboa Ghana aban.
Ya build ye man.
Ni ya build ye man. Mobile ya mo see there be UAE for say omo permission for. Ye pe nipa ba akwa na why ye. Or they are to the website. Ube hu say eda Britain for website to say ye permission wo Ghana ntin ye mra on. Ube hu say da said the British government policy almost say ye permission for UAE into not Britain government no wasasa UK citizens and the omoko UAE say omoko ko amazing plumber UAE. Let's be serious, Mr. Speaker. It is completely in conflict with whatever we said we were going to do as a country. Man, it is not bad. Say mobile BBC, but it shouldn't be the main thing I'm wearing in the last.
I say you maintain.
Maintain the envium. Police for no.
A question that will be say. Oh, but so what's why your models Nasia? You should understand, sir. A stopgap measure at least. To say, cry the almost firm me up. Mass soft skills. I mean, what else can they do? By their mandate, that is what they are supposed to do.
Say why you for na omobabe. Yonko we Ministry of Communication 1 million kodesi. Yonko we say Ministry of Communication and na running 1 million kodesi. Yati nanke Ministry of Youth Development and YE for project. Yonko we say Ministry of Communication And they say YE ne pa idea pa na ekoso ho.
Obampenya reshuffle enti reshuffle no hon kombo na started say yedi
and employment minister ho asem na ne ye ka
ana dia be
wi say boys ne kika say employment minister na enkoyi sa no enti no mampeni ohun ne ntem na wayi ne ntem
special advisor on
no say an advisor
on special initiative
and mampeni afi nkofo betu no for pa
enti obampeni di na
okay special initiative
advisor on special initiatives
95.1
how comes in the adwuma ni bi
sa abasa special initiative na obi wo hodeda wo
na hwan na wo ho we have no more creative
on okay my main check it na your advisors no government affairs ye Valerie Soya 24 economy Augustus Gusitano economy setting no tekbe National Anti-Corruption Program. Hey, already my dear. Professor Dodu, Francis Dodu. Corruption. I know the power, Mr. Speaker. Prosper Bani, advisor on national security. Okay, nice. I feel no more.
I feel the special initiative
number.
Yes.
Any day, Nadmo no so abeka.
Advisor on resilience and national emergency preparedness.
But there are also advisors to their portfolio. A number of them. Dr. Kwame Appiah, Ato Brown, Dr. Henry.
Dr. Kwame Appiah advisor.
Advisors.
On day.
Some opinion you hear uncle for between of Ismail Yamson say Samuel Eson Jonah. Togbe afede. Nana oye mansan yeboa. Kofi Wampa Abna Amwa Omunina
Kofi Wampa, former governor, Bank of Ghana.
We yanko from between of parents in India.
Okay. So advisors without portfolio. But almost two of my
portfolio. Yes, but then
okay.
So now no staff list here by.
And say no more now.
No more doors no.
Okay.
No more doors.
And that is it. Now, and the president has signed Emra Makuma Kudu. Emra Parliament.
My opinion, or boy, my power.
Aye. Say Donald Trump of Africa.
Yeah, no assign.
My opinion, they say or sign be na cameras in the Sonia na or sign. Flex in the more.
Any part in the idea.
There be.
Send no dear no.
And not the any pain no more to change.
No dear na.
Maybe I na Obampayina na do tatina no. Receive a ho ne office na nim lobby ho no mo ano.
Ho no mo tena.
Ho na no na tena.
Send no dear na boys na kasa. Send na chief of staff auto forcing.
No mo nyina that's one crowd on the chief.
Or sign ya no mo nyina bom nsem traw. Dem see e say.
I say Oval Office the mo say that in the Oval Office in America. Donald Trump be sign bi asaneti chiefs ni nyina jijan ho say o man panyin sign dia ontimi ya
okay
enti na ayesa na sense
man panyin sign yo ma
e wa sign edu emra ne mako du
alphabet de ne ka ho ana
alphabet no say no Parliament ni nyanye ho adwuma nwie yo
sa
ai
make us majority leaders here we will not really
na say o man panyin kra ka say issues wo ho ntie nsan fa nko back na yen hwe ni bio
there be some man panyin de no ontimi end dictate parliamentary work
there be but o man panyin je to mu say issues wo ho
yi to mu he parliament no mo ye mra
so make a comment on it na say speaker of parliament said there be o mu nwie majority leader is on your majority
no time wa or can say na o ma pass bill na we
of course
into the best of it man say
but it will come back for
recall the bill
exactly
into one recall the bill
into no one why
into one recall it
into no idea no alphabet the nka and President Mahama is signing the customs bill right and he say your friend of customs act
okay
now o man panyin say customs kwan a ye faso a ye jejeje ya to ne ade ni nyina no na laws no eye bebre se ya kan nyina de abom enti emra bia e wo ho a e border on customs bia no I mean you put in nyina ya consolidating nyina abenya one act enti ye wo de efe no the Customs Act 2026 ana ba ko ye ni jesem wumu pa ne ye the Community Service Bill. Community Service Bill no say abe the Community Service Act 2026 eno no eyemra Jezi say ya sign ya ukowia ponche ukowia bode uhu se obi kwadu sen na fuom na akote ba di instead of say ye do be kwakotum wo prison na aban abebo ho ka beto aduane ya mawadi no ye be mu aye kwasafo dwuma ma ye dwuma now dey ate
okay
enti ye sentence wa court the money pronouncement community service.
Ntigalam say can community service no one and I know
Minyankan Act no. And the component the component of offenses are right. You bet me amount a community service no law no ebetre. And we'll go into the law substantively. Na ye di hon komoni ahwe say misdemeanor offenses and the misdemeanor no de hene ana Community Service Act no e capture.
When I say misdemeanor cry there no any criminal civil nzo no.
A criminal but punishment no wo form. So twe no wo form. But instead of say first no anka ye be castrate you na
fine ana
fine the bibia fine wo mo
misdemeanor there
I say fine no the bibia fine wo but when to be into fine na ana jail term ne yeden
okay let's say fine no went to me
and you go high fine no ntimi ntua na yede na kotum ne ade ni nyina aka ho but instead of say you know ye be ne saa no say you know the Community Service Act no e be hwese ye be mo aye adwuma se wo be dodo kwan ho se wo be prapra se wo be de wo be konsu ama aban any the baby no o say
konsu ama aban say
say ni nyina community
service there say yon konsu bi ma dey
say
ye jai this big guy we konsu ama aban say
ana say be mo wa survey yensuo ni so for 24 hours ni nyina
Enga prisoners be ye papa. Ka prisoners be ye papa.
Ija convictiwa. Ejuma eleso ko ye na judge de aka ho. Nti
prisoner na already boni you know, what the name ko se na ni only boni kra, what the name ko se
blue water.
So omra no ayi.
Enti I know your Community Service Act. The controversial tribunal bill ya pass it.
And yeah.
Enti tribunal act no abba.
I mean, it was always going to be passed because
Yes.
it was in the president's manifesto for 2024. So.
I don't know what. And then Maritime and Related Offences Bill and our act and also no mampenya sign it. I don't know yet and someone here who do a course war.
Okay.
See, right? Oko bokro no na oko hijack ship bi wo kwan so wo mo de kanu kopu yi oko wia wo mo ni ade a ni nyina na mbra na ka.
Say no ni mra bia na.
Capture
Sanema.
Oh, na mbra no wo ho
apart from the general criminal laws.
Aya na segregated. And we know is in is in tandem with is in your mbra your friend the international law of the sea. Right?
Oh, okay.
Yes, a treaty, international treaty, Ghana, yadi and Sashas here. So every law I apply, in terms of your sea, near boundaries, whatever that happens, it is more or less like, say, you ratify the international law of the sea, and yadi be a kahun, yadi passes a year active, and I'm paying the Sasha no say. And then again, National Defense University Bill.
That's a very good one.
Says you appoint me be a copa.
So, what they almost start answer.
National Defense University.
Almost start answer. You who graduate 1 or 2 near the Hwajim.
Okay.
But I bad. I mean, yes. For a very long time, people who learn stuff about defense and security, they have to rely on Kofi Annan Institute or
yes, and the Ghana Armed Forces and Staff College.
Yes,
now Omoakoye security programs.
And most of them will see certificate courses.
And I wait many Jehopa because Yenya radio for you hardly. And Crawford Bebra, you're from security expert, near Nally, woman expert be
in the same
National Defense University.
Yeah. Security expert for Nina. Super Nima Jumachom.
Super Yadia,
security expert be an Nazia in the Casa with the so. Then someone can insist Suka.
Now, the Ukra first degree in computing. Also, a security expert. Idea some cred.
I know a copy and Kata 1212 Nibuana
certificate.
Certificate. We say, almost security expert. Do now super Nima Jumachom.
Say almost that you're from security analyst. Now, the difference between analyst and expert, difference will more. Now, analyst, is when you're expert in that field, but who him there. And to be here, Ochre Wadring, right?
And no cry, no, yeah, Mamma, Miss Suzu analyst, no.
Maybe,
Mamma, Miss Suzu analyst.
Expert, is when you are in the field and you've practiced that particular discipline, for a number of years.
And it's a super security.
And we are well certified, right?
Well certified.
Yes.
That's the only certification who needs me for expert.
Nay, then I froze. Oh, yes, then you are brown quas entity.
Sana say I training be my supernom.
National Defense University there.
Me jamasem so security expert for ndo na super ni majuma chan.
First degree in business and so a security
expert. Ebika ye catering.
Krofo beda die ukrom hasa.
The one guy, okay, international relations were less yet. Yeah. Security. Someone said international relations analyst in Ghana had almost any did. You know, the security experts in a funny thing one money a friend a workshop. Yeah, please, we are doing a workshop.
No, I kasaka. Branding no.
So Benya
security expert to Chrome Home see billboards in Gina.
Benya 1.7 FM for one friend on opa.
Income Tax Amendment Bill. President Mahama said the
95.1
Lifeline employees Omwa Katuya equivalent to the minimum wage. Minimum wage in that womu diso pepepe. And you be okodipa but partner wo kodi no yetua no minimum wage ne pepepe. Right? Obi nso hokra na oji below the minimum wage. President Mahama said some no are exempted from paying taxes. Enti we no na Jay-Z say the Chinese say wa wo ye adwuma bosume so a wakatua ye 600 cedis, 500 cedis, 800 cedis.
Yeah, it's all tax.
Some microphone ni na say yeti omoto bia.
Sir,
You are a lifeline employee.
I said a lifeline, your lifeline.
You lifeline, oh. You
your lifeline also. The speaker.
95.1.
So yeah, I will share where you know.
Me pay slip.
No.
I know what them
palm the speaker.
Yet tia you be a kit you.
Now we are two we now can Ghana, so we as a man can Ghana.
Yes, me can. Yet tia we na ya kan.
How much sorry pa said we see a sorry pa na bosu me so ne atiwa.
What's here na comment section for no. Eh nene me check say Dania ba. On the debia ba.
Omo e what lifeline. Omo no yenti omo tax. Enti ze omo ampanyin che mu ode aba no nti ya amend the income tax law no. Enti the new one no the 2026 one na omo de abe. Then energy sector levies ni nyina nso wa ha. Things omo modify no. Na the controversial Ghana cocoa
board bill. Say and also my pass.
Enti cocoa board yi any ho law yi ni nkomo ayedi ye nyina omo ampanyin sign enra. Na enra omo ampanyin sign na o ka bibi se emra no be ma cocoa akuafo ani ajepa. Say omo ampanyin.
Anse mu ni yetie mo.
Emra ya mode ba ye cocoa akuafo mra yi. Eden ma cocoa akuani na niji. Clauses are na e wo mra yi mu. Mo memo ye call parliament. Eniema na ewo ma ye tena ha di ho nkomo nyina. Omampanyi de insertion crack.
Ene kwan musifa so pass a bill
consideration ya di answer down koso. Still omampanyi assign them.
Mr. Speaker yentie musa o. Obi na be try ha no. Oh Ismail. Ismail say income tax no. Income tax will touch Ismail na no say waketua ya you. Na say won ka ho nti no.
Ismail said I get to
na yes
I was not get to 1,002 or 1,005.
The transportation for the month in 1,002.
Okay.
Into no be our transportation 1,002 there income tax bill na count.
And
there's a one way down bit your
income tax.
Where down bit your into no.
And value added tax amendment bill 2026 Omampenya sign it exercise bill and then so Omampenya sign it. And these are the 10 major laws parliament aye ho adwuma at their second sitting Omampenyin and then saying na no ahyase endra na
I mean you Omampenya ba so say Omampenya there Emrano beto o desk so now o consult o council of elders o council of state council of elders saying
na legal advisors
that's okay na two for who no say
Emra papa
law na they will say pass I mean why not and na Emra bi no so on mo de share bo
95.1
say o mo ba on be into no say o mo nya ba nkwa de na so also on pass mine na ye kwa any into no I mean it's a step in the right direction you need to criticize man penyin bebre for signing these bills
because na juma say so ye no why
also ye no why no into man penyin de on why na juma na parliament no the cocoa board bill no ho na me wo problem kaka I mean ya tena hanom actually issues one or two bi no mo na wo bill no and some of the elements of the bill are ye na yesusu say enya de beboa cocoa kriani no I mean in general terms no parts of the bill bi no mo so kwa no mo and the actual constitution no eboebra into no na issues one or two bi now so what the ye mfa say man penye nya sign here we
man penye sign so they can still go ahead in the future but me amend it
say the Minerals and Other Offenses Minerals Act no and then we are going with the LI 2241
2461
2461 amujina so the church want to me send another buy no buy amendment send 5 years and over 2 months there be galam say I know them pa yan 2 months 20 na 20 aka want to me kan kasa be want to me kwa anka 5 years na we ba nya ya akọ yi na say o man ala me ya ma jai bobo
okay Mami fa course ne kakra nsa ne dia agudie mu nsɛm no ɛde aba. Mpacho no ngotwe mo nyabotre mai.
Russian kwa chama.
Na Mobile World Cup na na yema mo 46. World Cup no mabo awi enti in Russia. Me ne yetiefo ni nkomo ansa. Hello, good morning.
Speaker.
Yes, sir.
Anapai Osas Mbi encounter we adwuma for e studio.
As Asumdwe council, odi ne baabi akasa free.
But I was framing and not amwa kwa boy e wo ayesu an constituency.
And I'm going to tell them in tell.
Anapai Minchia incoming national chairman of MPP Yuga Honorable Boachi Ejako. We are Michiano. Namincha chairman Nana Boachi Ewatema West and the incoming national organizer of MPP Yuga and Aki of the Abonabas Modi. Speaker, the best you are John Dewan Mama say, and ne ordinance Asher Bull, we are and Emma Bayer Embra, our mind get them more, and a Juma annoy. Nampisim Bisate, Capay and a gay, and who sends some absence or many common that been on best science time and I'm not a Bayajma or Menua. Because I'm share at the rate here, only gay and lesbian, who sends a share campaign, make it so first boom, no more boom, but the apine over your man on my name. Nothing there by what can I want to go gay and lesbian won't stop now. Because I bet you know the mama yes on my way see on my way a excuse for mine. Bible accept ye homosexual. So bani or barbeda near Bemani Bema Beda. I was soon for waiting. Mozambique 40. And the didn't say I go over dear man no can out to that game who big game like one and then game once you must say echo and I say about. But that's because maybe catch him no say and now airport view hotel for junction one. A devil that you pay out. Just see a protector or any game after there. After that, we here. But then, Mr. Saturday is strong. I end your Benos, the Saturday is your or the game after the upper Sirana. Yes, sir, or madam. Yes, so the other course of our memoir of the Vika. The young Cassant here. That is remember,
and I'm going to say, my file for 0556-692445, 0556-692445. Yemfa, of course. Hello, good morning. Yes, sir.
That's my issue.
That's what my mean to you, Bonito.
Me monitor, my can once and I can once and I say, Namo, Spinters going traffic light, you know, and yeah, to my
Spintex Junction.
Spintex Junction, Eddie call, who do Spintex Junction, Coconut Grow Hotel. Opposite Coconut Grow Hotel, Park with Ringu. Opposite Total Filling Station, bargain, a fair baby, when we be on a fair bargain. Who join the hotel supermarket, you call Casapeku, Spintex Junction, traffic, you know, and yeah, Juma.
Okay.
It is about us and Namo Motina. Baby found mine.
Mention that say 0556-692445. 0556-692445. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, sir.
95.1.
Abolo na bibi aboko there.
Nyamenadum.
Bonito na minti.
Trobo for some beshemeno nya. Ena mebo wa maniano. Trobo consis ni deputy communication officer. Harmful and intending to us on the Mr. Speaker, why say job in abroad is what to papa for recurrence and the poor mind. And a boss now on my Benya science, Coco Diana Amamaniaji, because we share in as much as will be a share opinion. Mostly in the farmers now. The farmers will be happy about the bill. It is a more for say, community bill. Me, I'm meeting Ukwasi and then I make a found. That's what my
95.1.
Regulations in some way or see on minor apoca. As a woman, a Maya Boca, Boca, or Mukodi, yes, he can be. Yes, he is easy. Any water, so after your marking, says they do all. Some if you know, can it transfer? Omubia, yes, he can go to yourself.
Abolo, Meda say, offer from 0556-692445, 0556-692445. Hello, good morning. Hello. Yes, sir. Na, it is a. If I don't pay my own day.
Can I pay my median? Yes, she are in fear.
As I buy a banner on Kaim, I made say, maybe I'm a hand. Maybe I'm a tea hand.
95.1.
Menya me da se.
I mean, you come.
Oyeboa o my Ghana. Se nyame anhyira wa enya ade ametiati. Wa mama akunye mama nchia me enti honorable Maku Bena na me nchia Dr. Julius Honorable Debra Chief of Staff na me nkanche eti delegate embedded do a omonkai Oracle Blessing Amosi of the regional secretary of Greater Accra and Lawrence Lampy a colleague no no of the deputy Greater Accra regional secretary my income member Chino me nya be ma both no man penny asa me nya je papa na me de ye me de pa woman the regional tribunal bill no. So what you say? And Cocoa reform bill no many because it's a bema who say yeah don't say you contempt court and someone could do court in could be 6 months 1 year near idea now you be board dilly dally via the man member about na Cocoa reform bill no me dana sit and then obi me nka say asasely media Cocoa me nya sika wo na me dia kwa magalanti for me do man penia say no be Cocoa for ho ba na ene akwa say 70-30 wo ye Cocoa do benya 70 so what you say now ban so for 30 but me ya da ma fertilizer sugar odi ho adan say me say bill ni dia me ti o de la now consent but consent na won extra minute and this do na mo hu ni e betumi abo amon intin na yen kan bom because adinchire eboa so what you say we hu consent bi wo mu omampani so advice na hu say ebeboa the wider majority let's get to go because ntimi nya wo hwe na mo na go kwa ye force am di ntro enkosi ada yen so ye betie sifem because my chance bi am betu let catch up for your own interest because ntimi nkache me wo me dan ti se na me pa me dey high sa na Cocoa kwa ni so no nkache wasa ti di collect garam se enya sare be nya so wo my Ghana so nti nya ntia sa to give na me say Ghana yo ye nti na ye nya ye dey ya boy ya to
me da say my offer from Nyamin ka ho Christ asumdwe nka ho ma me fa offer from 0556692445. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Mr. Speaker.
Yes, sir. Trade am po adaroba me ho ye na won so e
na Roma evangelist aye so
evangelist mamintio bonito
right Speaker me pen to for body can ta say na
Only FM 95.1.
I'm been about to say why are you so then say you know cookie before that you know you want to leave here provided an asset to join Coventry in the summer when club record fee making his official debut against Arsenal in last Friday.
Only FM 95.1.
And then I go to many of men we are pa. And then for do atoto. The man come for do at the end of me amina. And he oh did ya. I'm maybe so to for so.
Okay.
Like that I my betting up try here 18 year. The common on the year. And then here once I show. Them of young son for young boy.
Evangelist Babenda say thank you so much. Mami for last one na young fancy last call Ambra. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes sir. Who didn't baby our casefe?
Abe.
Abe wo casefe whole line no break it.
Kanta.
95.1.
Mami nti onfri kanta man.
Ebo abaso pa. But onu FM wa impa set na say.
Oni FM ya okanda.
Kanda very good speaker e bo abaso papa one dey one me tio dey one me tio pa e bo abaso kanda na mo we
aye
that was so pa right
Mbate
that's
mezo me say thank you I right here microphone on them but your last call I didn't be a cassette yeah, was that what about late to say I'm in for
oh my God.
So whom to say
Oh, Minister, Sudia, Yamia, do make us a crano, Okonam, branch amon, no connector, Ojina Mintena, Migusa, Miko Nisa soon and Katakrabo, and Yadia will be disappointed. I was stage one. My yebi the partner minimum. You won't come to organization, and they say I was in Mojimani, and Mr. Speaker, Yamin shop, because we can. Sure, about a saboteur switch, and committed to national organizer. Only a car party and be a boy. Obia will name Pia or the politics. Obisimi as a media Ghana and Edama come up Pulusu Ama. Name, so over to Aba Ama Party, Mr. Speaker. No party, never Bamu. No pain, I can say, media Megama Ghana for. Now, only нам we are house so we are campaign. Yeah, board in there, just one a dear the no, be able to a minister. Media Megama Ghana for. Yes, your mother was it here. No, if you have to me. Now, answer when you about it. Now, they're not saying now, no one could come one, the first number not to no common. Now, I can say, Megama Ghana. George Aman Mama, reach out for me. Yeah, for one of the meetings why you reach out for and come on you. When I'm coming to you, reach out for more veterans here. No one's one feeling or common eye at the end. Colors and chesters or common idea. Also, a big one. Branch full of Bobas one and can say a crap of food. Pressure and rest of me call out to come branches against the I'm mobile. When I'm a catch you. Why you reach out for you? Also, coming to won't be.
Yeah, I mean, so me that say, you wishing all the best ahead of election, no? Why? Govi? Marching there to say,
now go back to
oh, yeah, we're tough.
We feel brutal.
They are down brutal. Not there, also.
Oh, and then no, yeah, Baba, yeah, on yet now community like semi-final draw.
Okay.
Into communities in our high bidding come.
Communities in our
yes, internal community circle in terminal.
Yeah, one more when you
bet discuss it or more expectations ahead of the draw. No draw no be live or on your TV.
I no pay
na you
I'm more yen wa ha na TV this so.
Yeah, I no pay the no more bidding come ha. Na yeah draw no TV.
And you mama how many minutes?
Oh,
be anka mo fa time na aka ni nyina.
Be masa. Yeah, fa time na aka ni na. Na asori ban so kan.
Na se mo kan ni say anka mama ene nka mama.
Wo fa dey.
Oze.
Ade.
Na mo bedi nkomo ze nyento.
Yenche. 4 teams pe.
Ana mo don ba no.
4 teams na aka.
Okay.
And I know mo bisa so ka so be baba o mo hu na me ka che o so o. We no emergency be by. Me. Me twitwaje o. Na we zu be di atro e.
Say my friend if you catch any say me ba.
Good.
My friend. Oh, bisa no ba.
Yes.
And then be chair.
And na me kan na padi yo be tira na me pa no patre say. Me tira hon konfo be bisa speaker why na me so. Mr. Speaker mo we show any bad bibia ye den. Abe boma o mo buke. Oh, abrante we be tira me say the fa.
If you catch any so I'm quite so baba.
Yes.
Baby.
And then the boom.
Ose.
Send them into me. Oh, that. Oh, that's it. And then no, you best say a trophy to na. I'm sorry about how be that item.
I'm sorry about matching.
Business bigger, major.
I didn't want to say.
A be
so near home.
They're in engine.
Yeah, a be.
They're in one chain as same way.
Tell me, be sending.
Oh, said that I am not Ghana for a to me question.
Oh, to say,
speaker, say we be able to there.
There be.
I said we be able to. I want to have back as Anne. But Ebi's one I be anya boko. And to know there, a be.
They're in engine now, young sort of.
A high to go how can the anya net now to me a boafo.
But the home cry say o catch the pan say binya on them we be at the ball.
And then because obi or how a boa for to no busa de enya na otimi catch no. And you obi na busa de enya o catch no.
What catch de enya na hwesi betimi abo.
Mr. Speaker sabre de enya ne de menya sure Mr. Speaker betimi abo me. But de enya ne say anope say de abo adwuma na Ghana for ani age no. Na ebekoso a na mbo fidie so ma Ghana for ati ase say football there a community development.
Okay.
But Oshuma your football system na nkasa no grassroots
akofo.
And no nama bone any social vices akodo no ekosro.
Some kwala ni niagro.
And then kwala nya baby niagro. Parks akodo a wo area mu nyina ye de sisi stores.
Real estate kwa.
The sisi apartment put
so no what they even hampo.
What you say? Entiama that unity na football at the Brian. Make ya wa abo zongo hon okumase no. Yetimi bo Asante ne Hausa, yetimi bo Cremophone Christopher, yetimi bo Ali ne Dauda. Say
ya boncheni ni ade enyi.
Sa ya bo
Aponcheka more important the okay I need to
and now come Sunday basketball.
Those days na those days na me bo 5.
Wa
standing 5.
I mean brutal.
Try the over child. If only phone's record. If we done your call, I think last year the na draw no. And the info your call them. First zone your call them. And the former teammate be buying us if we jina hosa no about 18 matches. On your red card 11.
Because
they say a bomb match be only for back over 4 no back about 5.
Senka when some year no corporate nanka mommy ya bo.
Oh say you getting razor before the finals no unuane a year at 9 elebebo.
Okay.
Now with me will be
there. Phone and person show multimedia phone.
Omunyade media multimedia pay cover no mabwa multimedia. Open cover no mabwa multimedia level.
Mr. Speaker, where are you fire be now?
Maybe I'm it. North Legon.
Ebe asho manana. If say more community by force,
sir.
Because as I say, na showman for the room. Jomusu na ben.
No, what thing?
Oh, we say you more year free. Tell me what you
95.1.
But unim as I was last women now kupi no so.
Oh, yeah,
as I was so.
My main family see na mo beto so mo ni mo komo. Why? Stay with us.
Wo area in your hono. Na mo footballer bia wagidi locally. But when Timmy and Fabo ankwachi.
Oh bebre.
Sa
bebre.
Bi gidi ben abakaya.
Wan kasa wo ka ho.
Me ankasa me ka. Let me say no. Me show nyina na nka me se me bobo.
Sa
me nyina me discover me honam mu se sa me nya ade kra.
Yes.
Na nka wo be bobo.
Na me.
Wa.
Ai.
Bo asem na wokin.
Na me yes me de be free ball boni ma ba nyom to.
Enyom so ko ho.
Nyom so be ko ho.
Ntina wo to nyom ben.
Enti me wodin bi a me nkwala bremu fo no nko an
nim.
Ai. Ma me moncho so.
Na wo to nyom ben.
Se me bon wa ha.
Na wo to nyom ben.
Debi.
Not to nyom ben.
I say high life na.
Nti wo lines kakra ho wa personal lines bi ho.
Oh. Metimi a rap nyina metimi ye.
Oh any man DJ man beat. Yeko. Because we got one line. Mo record it to mami. Mami line.
Yeah na hu se ho no nso no.
Emfa.
Eno abre. Na hu se sa na ewiase na me ba ye.
Na oditisi mu hello honorable why crowd.
Me talent ne nye bo na enya nwom
to.
Nti na de aka ye meti. So what na se na osua de.
No de be pie.
And I be PA.
Say no ebo says no so there. Hello honorable. You bet me akwa no pay.
I'll be right back after this one. Stay with us.
95.1 FM.
95.1 FM. Sanso any live our mountain 96.1 our equiapim edukrom. Anopeng komani etiawa. Onia Atina Community Lake, Ejebo, Eja, Enyaba Bidu. Ena draw no ebeto form in the next 1 hour live on Onia TV. Yadi ebe somo. But before ewa Nsempa sono communities enaya eremu ewa the semi-finals no ha wamu nyina say wamu message edi emayen ahead of the drawer etoso ene anope. Nyame adom na adom to me akwesi da yadi ani chiremu ewa Magdan Town Park ewa la na yehu sedi enhye no nso ebetimi akoso kama na yehu de ene nkunimdie abotre no ebetimi akọ edi amom. Defending champions Ashaman Revelation previous 2 editions ni na no mo na giye ene womo enka the semi-finals no eno nti den afi ebenya new winner na yehu se the city hwan na ekọ se ene Lashibi anase ye Ashaman anase Laboni anase Nima communities no so omano dimba hwan na efa kasa de eyemframa hwan ene ehye na young said and said so is etie me pacho and now no pay dwumade kase ebekoso na before say ye be wura nkomo nim no wo de etie we me ba sia
na me adom timi e sure say bia be ko yie so me kind football there partners in the ball na me adom even though say the penalty dey yo penalty in chara ye game na me adom keep no any players dey na ball
and no Ashaman Asheville head coach after so winning the quarter final match ordinary echiremu ewo the semi-finals tie papa we na ono nso dwane numpa na ono pode aso makoko so mo bi ama ono ni focus semi-final o de tie we me ba sia
yes mujaibo obi ani obetumi here na say ye be start ye ka kire o say tournament we dey win nti minute a omo kra omo bai o omo ntumi ye nyame di eti inshallah bibia ye be
Onua FM 95.1
we Lashibi coach na branch your friend Philip say na no ada yedi kobo ani obo adwuma pa o de tie no
no menya sure ko e do sania no menya sure say cap no
Chese trophy na ekuta ye no say Lashibi enudwani yo na goalkeeper we chi penalties mienu eboaye ema womo etimi qualify o de tie no
coming to the game you see we share your phone be with TV so ne kasa manfo kasa be na your best coming to and you know football no your park and so near bono and your TV so and no kasa be you have to work hard that is it and your kasa be
simple enya kasa bebre sorry ba mami ntu kakra na me boss ndi nkomo tiawa na mesa ba so ne ehun se si etie ayo Onua 95.1 FM where the build up to the Onua Atena community lake draw no ho no senior akwaba
yanya
na bibia boko
ebia boko
onuga
fio
okay fa na me kind of when Asaba and then no boy and come I think you need to say
yo anti and then no ye dakase the dikane say a year for standing teams you know so say I separate the boys from the men and they say aka oma mo na modu na oma base modu anti sa 4 teams you know the ba draw na share parents for the semi-final.
Okay.
Na fe ewia na ya trophy tour.
Okay.
Kase enti trophy tour no. O hwe eye trophy fe eye teams 4 yi den mu ba ko na de be ko eye ne area ne potem no. Ye de be chin eye internal tour.
Okay.
Ene.
Okay.
Enti de be ko all the departments.
There were media general
ha.
Okay.
Enti e be ko Onua newsroom.
Shase was sports one more. Shase was sports.
There be say no I won't say wo na ye no aduane no ofia.
Okay. Yen say we first. Okay. And ye ko newsroom.
Enti be ko newsroom.
Onua newsroom.
Ye be ko Onua newsroom.
Okay.
Enti ye for Onua newsroom afi ye be ko TV3 newsroom.
Okay.
Ye for TV3 newsroom ye be ko APL.
Okay.
APL.
Okay.
Ye free APL afi ye be ko CF ho.
CF no ye hwan?
chief finance officer
it's called
enti ono ya be ko
good
ne ahwese la sula la
kakebe wa my boys are fantastic yes nice one
ya be ko CFO ho ya fi CFO ho so a ya be ko CEO ho
okay enu ye hwan
Mr. Newman
oh fantastic
na fe ya wi a ya ko oba panyin
oh ma me
oba tampa
and for tabaraba fantastic
for suye nyina
so okay
na ma no ko anti
office okay
na ya de trophy no
akochere
na fe we shira so
okay
na shira so wi a afe na aka de obetimi e de akọ
convoke nice one
eno ene djuma de ebedi no ene
okay
na ene no eno so twemu a
oh good
ya besa nso akọ communities na aka
okay nima
ya be kola shibi ya be kola boni ni akọ ashoma enti
na lashbi no we fa kaso side ana
o da bi
e we fa
la shibi de kamia sa ye tema live bi
hey ene ti mayira o
sakomo no tema
okay o fa kev ni mo hana
okay enti ya be kola shibi
okay
na ya ko ha area bia no ya wo na mibisa Mr. Speaker
yes
ya was some nkofobia bobo area ho de obi anim se omo ballers but omo ntimi anfa ball kra ankwesro ene obi mo nso omo bo ekomo ani enti akwa sa nkofo ni nyina na obi aba me ehu la shibi for me ehu omo area ho ashbo for me ehu omo area ho hwan na obo okọ na nimpa gidin
okay
na fe football history our local community no
fantastic
yehu cause krobia community bia bia ahoy football park teams are legends afa ho local legends ne global legends side aboball ho ni ahwe ho history nyina na bia documentary baby kura na football park say DAC stores DAC apartments are still boys intimi na fe ahwe football challenge
ba ko bia mani tua so omo ne ebobo ho omo atue eno mo si down ho e dan no so okọ han boys to say ye ni ntumi han bi ya domi omo me say ma bom do omo
jama dan mu da
ho tafa obi ahan
o ti ase enya asase bia na edisi
ye disi dan mo nya sa
asase bia na edisi
yenko yenim
enti ye be ko communities ni nyina na fe aye documentary
okay
kakra ama etiefo ene omo mehwe o Facebook ni social media mo follow nyina na TV no omahu de ekoso enti ye guso boabo e ho for aye classical you know climax enti classical climax
eno ni twi ye dey
eno no ye se ye di bibia ba wiye no ye de ba awieye ewo kwan so nkoso kra
na o kan si anka ye na classical climax ni
on say minim papa bi
o say dey
o say madam for me ntwiti so onua FM na
meti no so ntitwi but onua no tie
otie ento amo sa no ya
no de bofo mi bia wo
say de be ya
teno ne classical day climax okay simply put CC
enti yakopo ya doma Sunday ewa Magdan Park la
fantastic
ya de gusu gidigidi
nice one
and fearless echoes oko Ghana prison service amo ya jama group kesi amo prison headquarters
good
Oma Japan say
ombeba
omoba omo my security asa my great entertainment
good
jama back to back
on say e ba no say na ye enra me ne laboni phone kasai
okay
laboni for say omo the two buses e man kwa na eba
whoa
ti me nyame adma Sunday 4:30 am na mo ho
any say match officials no mo money ko na investigation team no mo money ko ye because I think say it's possible say be about to be the man no I match fixing
David you match fixing no ade bia we bia e ma wo me ye
say tio say the man who offer ba now be a
madam fu bi osia na yire
e do aso nua keeper am yen show
madam fu bi sia na yire wo aso dem
yes
ba ko nsu ko sia na yire e wa yi ase
yes
yetiti obi betime sia de wala Magdan Town Park oni atena community league
ene de show banka
fantastic
eno de ena ema mo hwe ball omoni ate
correct one
oba oneni ji football ho so oba follow football bia minim bia me gba wi ase guy
okay you said onuga few ofane the tough one nyina kan onuga kan 1 minute
na mamen kan
hausa what hausa
yan fa support
nima for okay okay karachi ka hausa
okay go to yawa kude kuka sawalemu muna so kowa yazo Magdan Park Sunday
Okay.
Final, the semi-final. Onia Atena Community League.
Okay, and
them come on football day muna so.
Okay.
Yes, akwa ezo. Akwe wakoki, akwe wanaza suyi wasa, akwe mata da maza, zo kafida naka. Zo kafida naki.
Nagode.
Kuzo mujidadi rayuwa.
Nagode.
To.
Soloko.
Enforcer.
Soloko.
Enti trophy tour no all the offices no many ready aba. Enti obi a person the trap picture bia so no. The trap picture. Enye FIFA World Cup trophy pe.
Yeah.
Enye the trap picture. But emphasis that kese ma yaboafo a maso ya say we are say no so be so asene a na chese o shawde. Enti asera kese enkoma atena. Say ka atena na ka NLA. O si didida. Say didida na ye didi.
Wo gyina kyerɛ tew wabi ne ɔtena tew a na wokɔgyina faako no pew ne sa wobɛwu ntiam
September yi mu a acha September 8 10 12 na school bia na fe school fees tua eba enti bomode asa ma NLA atena aboa wo na seda enko ema best brain publication afi heartbeat homeopathic clinic and ever park limited na afi aseda kase enko ma the catalog football na mo bono how do you feel the leather
Ofane have a community leather ne.
Me as a coach there, me said I enjoy ball but according to me boys, you know,
ball there koye. All right one. And then say open football leather papa
the catalog.
Me patch the catalog. And be a fast sports so. JCC the net. Who's be I call the catalog. I mess sort you out. And I feel so standard water.
Good.
Standard water. Papa a boy cause and then abuchi football original package so I want say what from adanya why dehydrated. Anything the hydration break money at the nti so ye ade ho hia man sports man and wow sports fanatic and it standard water ni super papa amaso asene Prescott Medical Center
fantastic
apomodene ho
omo na boys ni teto a omo kohwe omo pack
so omo ni ade omo check
and no player ba ko me pese me boni di oteto say Prescott for no lady bi wom oba he no player we pra no o so oba no mum na mfa blog na tu nani so me catch boy ni so a bad boy.
And if you say my catcher say
Adebia ma
la boni for the
me okay so say dia me kwa akwajo ma akotena ba bi ba
ai na na suma catering services aduane edi when you eat well you live well and nti ya do ma say na yakoso ade enkachi so pese oba beka ye ho for the semi final na ya bejo na ya bo dwedi o de wo so ama ya do ma say
all right nti sorry about no all right enti no yending komotel na yenhwe ye prepare home ahead of the draw na say na itineraries no esi etie ene anope eno na sorry ba etimi edi ababetudwa coach bibi abokode coach udini di say Mauli uguta timbe community 17 mabo modern pa over it's say Browanim ujina park no so abobo holding kaza ye Browanim na ben mic no mami odini di say
Oscar
Daki oh community there hino Asheville ai mo yade pa papa
yes
net say
naminado
who represent the community be
Lavon Heroes
actually you papa back na man ne ho your kankan kwa no
Pacha
na udini ye dey
Joseph Mensa man for frame skilly
oh ye coach and ATM
coach
without his compa me just munyina am ho ye
papa ba kuna obisa na zero anya se wamba o yi na frame se me ka drum se malaba di team bi anhia
okay
and onu say
the one in now the man no
o se o person hia na galabon na person hia enso because every the same zone nti no mama nambe me ka tell say malaba di team bi anya mistake
na se me mbisa question bi na wa sha se dey and me sha se firo ho me sha se firo ho me diri say maya ho boafo nyame adoma Sunday and then ye draw no expectation team be na we expect say mo be draw mo
Noele Mofia Monica Lebakwe.
Okay.
I think it will be okay because we are well prepared. We are just waiting for our opponent.
Yeah. You are well prepared.
Yeah.
To what GDS meet me in Kunim.
Yeah.
All right. Coachito. As much as we must you.
Oh, David. Me mention.
My expectation to say, why am I more here? Nimu some no ambition. Why ready? Say 20K. No,
yeah, ready. Obia Ebeshian and Babo.
Yeah, sure.
Mamu refuse park near park. On a Trinity. Obia Ebeshian Ebefisino.
Why you ready for anything?
Yes.
Chief, like be me feeling more born pa because na me expect some be bonus ha because near some ho de ayi nkwan mo yo ho. Na de ntina na kwan so ntimo din pa o. Say yi say. Fantastic. Inti asembe na wo kan say draw no team communities be na wo pese o sha.
Oh, me dey send last me no kasa na me catch that one. Me dey since me eza na aka wo echi a me ka ho na. Me eza no mo pekro mo
Kambo.
No mo fam.
Hey.
Yeah. So far me ka say la she be na the youngest team what tournament is this year.
Okay.
But me say there almost mo kwa mo me
o me san Kambo.
Yes, no mo for me one team from ra.
Nya hu na.
Nya kasa be.
Na dey okay dem kwa me tie na me mobo ni me wan me.
Say yeah no. Crawford do na nim la she be as a funeral home. Tie kasa ya boso.
Munzro he.
Oh na won obi a oye funu ho adwuma so so bi guda. Obi oni funu da de. Why that so bi.
Okay. So far, Mufi group Muzone area to the quarterfinals and we drew the semi-finals. Which of the matches na mo boy are na a very difficult man?
I think one match against La Costa.
Okay.
Yeah,
the last game.
Yeah, it was a little bit physical.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the only match I think was a little bit difficult for us.
They said they're okay, the more opponent and be bad physical no ashemo.
Oh, it's not like we are afraid of the physical game though, but then among the teams we met, we were playing the ball like normal play. But when we met them, it wasn't like, it was more of like
Mungamu.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So far, games are mabono. Which of the games and now which make say was very intense for your community?
Community 25. Your game.
I think it was second game, right?
Second game.
Yes, it's true.
We find it very difficult because in the penalty.
Yeah.
That game there. On my tough game, see, I think say I'm team on my tough game.
Okay. Now, one the name as na when the moon throw into ni more ni na for na.
Oh yeah, the game no me mention who the more than the my. Yeah, make us a second match, no. Second match na say na.
Momo second match.
Yeah.
Was it against Ashoman Estate?
Yes.
Zone Ashoman Estate. Large B, right? Yeah. And zone A. My second match against Ashoman Estate.
And on I said, according to boys, no, so we first match new year.
And check.
Before
Mosamba. America. They are not the much for Moboso. But some qualified. Yeah.
The penalties in the all the buyer side crowd there.
All right. Yeah, because we drawn with TV so anopeya and na ye hu se disi etie. Asebe na wo ka actually a Ashoman Asheville supporters. So what me aka ga ana so kan kan. What is the message that you've got for them then ahead of their draw? Message be na wo kan. O fan ga.
Fan minka mo fiamu no Ashoman Estate ageshin. Wole ageshin wo gbeje kekeje estate kemba mene labadia ogwejeke so mo fiamu no ye time ni obanyo oba support wo obanyo oba support we dake most of the teams are closer to the pitch than us, so mo fiamu no baba we really appreciate that.
Okay. The more mountain can do can and say or search and Asheville for supporters in as mumra no me support home. The other back when I had me can say communities are no mbuin and do not ben la Magdan Park no until mobile ebe so many and I no. Mente so come just say. Ofane Labon Heroes community host and win o de can cry chow. And then no more expected from team no message ben or san wo
message ni yo hameji efe to park le wo park ni omo iwo pa me fai many yo around there ameba ni wana ke ona American.
Okay.
Eba ginger o. But we need more supporters.
Okay.
Na member na ma support Sunday.
Oh, you are done. Chief.
Meso media akra me be so ane sene me nuanu mo kana ye hia support ye hia fans.
Okay.
Ti mesre sakuma no man nyina Lashibi for any other people more energy Lashibi bo awbo ho.
Okay.
And then when you have for tournament here omo host and also organize my yearbook. Sena mesra do fu nyina say omu nyina mra e me support na abro na nye de enye fe because e dom ene ya de mane efe.
Okay.
Ni here fans no Lashibi ne sakuma no fu nyina o me support e.
That's it. Momra na chief fa microphone transena me ndi nkomotia wa mom transe obi abekasa ena obi abekasa mom transe o la boni o so la boni capito tete
Abadba
ni dia metia no se we di ahodi ahia me de o kan we bia mitumi se bibia boko de
Bajan.
So far tournament no was captain we competition level na send us who the game no level no send us
game no e was through level no was through
nti laboni ye buy no mo ka che boss the okankan no e fan se kra janka o say mo ye host and win madu semi-finals mo confirm the okan na na say the idea mo de Asheville ne Lashby ne ni mando emusro nti
no kan de no kra e host and win
sa nti asembe na o ka che laboni for no fan ga and I won't think right
meeting cry
okay can on cry show
no no maka me pa ja ke Sunday ni kembo ko ya
okay
ke ko ni ba be na e ba nye ba kwe
okay
e ba kwe e player se ni ba ne ba to
okay
ball na ba final
okay mo ko final
street
sa Lashby asisi de mu de yi na mu yuti enesa nti mo ball de efe Lashby ball efe Nima solid Labon in fact four communities are can na no very solid Nima for the say ya no mutenti omo mantem but ye hwe so metumi aye eno akọ hin na wa mefi ntem yanku ani bibia boko message ben or edema o community so far we do semi finals no ye be draw no what is the message for them Kasa okay Kasa okay the more call finance more call J and there mood large before mona mo say trophy no feel only Philip say no Philip say so mo team nim no na say trophy no dey see hotter than no and also say match dada Chairman boko there now who position your team we team manager na
me team manager me kan
okay so far send we see who competition no
competition there so far I won't say kama
okay.
Games near tough very intense so games teams so far teams in abo very good football
good
obi abo no more
so what expectation to say to draw no any the game itself on Sunday
there me expect say obi abema ni possible best yeah enjoy game no
okay
can believe say four teams now semi-finals no obi a good team
okay
Martina ya kan no yela bond there host and winning team say yeah buy no first mu underrate mu see labon there that mu see labon there mobo that about for
na say prove
wrong say nya that
last year so sa ajiriga no so na yes say ndi omde dada bi for nkwan ye nkola no bobo yanko nima de omyade body ombobo pa but two editions no ma be na ombe hwe bi no mkoye omon mo hwe but afi ye bo my one is one babeji sampa omwe do semi final person come house over them wassalamu alaikum
wa alaikum salam wa barakatuh my brother
me can one no come
say usi nyami shira nkami
okay
and also can maji sama say enka oni wochi defoni
I know can say and wassalamu alaikum view
wa alaikum salam
nice one
wa barakatuh
nyakubo ya aduma ene ye draw no first of all draw no expectation it say which opponent are you expecting
so far the mekasa alhamdulillah draw no me expect to be over baby
okay
because baby am jina idea wa do ho baby no beji sama ka me bad say bulldozer no o ma me kwan ya me ko ujina ho na me bu ahwe
Sa.
Some medical catch us a messiah no way mix. Nti no buy insuro bia. Nti wa wo ba na usuro nti na ese wo pepe. Na wo na wo abajama wo kwa kwensie ma wo besuro.
Tota mochi.
Gidi. Unza ma mantem.
Yeah.
Endo ay ko vie du fie be.
Nam di mochi o.
Yes. Endo du fie be 3 to 4.
Yeah, nam di mochi.
Because of bo ntina ma so yes anga ba this time. Go bi anzo mpomba. Nti ja enim di enesiso.
Sa.
Sa wa oni to yesi aha efi eja be fi a se.
Tomo so mo ja ko mo de abesia akọ ye na ye host na ye efi fo nti mo ja ko ni ma.
De bi eja be fi sa hani na ni ma.
Ni ma. Oh, okay.
Nti eja be fi.
Message in person can house actually ni ma for. Say they should come in their numbers nyame adoma Sunday. Then again mo the trophy ne akọ champion for ewo ni ma.
So okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dan waye na yin nima. Ni ne naku Mustapha, mutanen da suka sani bayan baba jama'a suna kira na Akutiya. Da safiyan ga ina ba da kowa invitation ga mu da semi-finals da final da mu buga Sunday da ke zuwan ga. Nan ga da La Magdan Park ba wani nisa ba. Mutane da suka san kamar muna cikin wanga competition su da sun tuyi niyya kamar sun zo, amma wanda ba su san kamar muna cikin wanga competition muna ba da kowa information da invitation kamar Sunday ya yi kokari ya zo La Magdan Park ya zo ya support mu ya duba yanda da mu yi kokari mu karbi wanga cup mu dawo da shi nima mu bari yan nima su ji dadi su gan kamar suna da talented players da youth cikin nima. Da shi wani dai ke jin murya na waraka duka muna ba da kowa invitation Allah ya yarda Sunday ya yi kokari ya zo La Magdan Park ya zo ya support mu ya mu kawo wanga cup nima mu ba onabu baba jama'a da MC shi onabu Malam Ferry.
To, na gode. Hey, azuma kan meet me abon to fan but time ko nti face bonito fan the okay na so to trust anima for senya me adoma Sunday Magdan Town Park ho na onu atena community league ne ekoso mo pese mo jikuruwa no na mo de be kire eye honorable baba jama otamachi e no bo MC ono so din so ono so kan no support nti mo pese mo beje ekofie e de ko champion for nti obi am right the anames ananya no an
o tire so utifie
kasi bia me ti o ba me dumi nka
utifie we tire so onua oni mamu
all right nti ye share TV na yemfa draw no ento so kama emfema 4 communities no ye drew TV ni so ye den sese ni na beto so e de amamo hwan mo na ye possible so mbehia ye benya 2 ports na ya explain how unti ye nya 2 ports no na ye tumi den sese na to hwan mo na bebo first game hwan mo na bebo the second game na semi finals no timelines e da wina no ye tumi akọ ye wie competition ni so a awards e wom ene de se wo bia no ye behia wo TV no sese sie ye firi ha ye kọ to aso e ho no medi de Isaac and Sampeja ha ene ye de akodi mu 7 AC and no ye dan ho abatiawa ye ba de akanina no ebeto aso etimi edi ama
Ma yena was in Yemo Akwaba once again. That's right. Now I'm fast, that be my Edupak. But your Edupak Adaromenti as approved and supported by the National SHS Initiative implemented by a Prospectus Ghana. It is now in progress across the country. And to parents across the country, I don't pay say why you're ready. As I said, which me register with ban on that or registered one. Here we go. Yeah. And see, Edupak Samin Kanchos, but your time not swan, sir. The time is almost up. Sir, senior high school, Mofra no Pacho, and Chena placement Nigina no Abba. And this is the time, Pacho Edupak Adaroma. One more, the biggest opportunity, sir. Otranka, Mofra de School, Macintosh mattress, and in the pillows. Or chop box no nina no be ready. In your respective schools, I ye posted what you want to nina. And it's the biggest opportunity on your reporting day. The Ohian is our bofrano or be funny bag keke. And the Edupak are making it possible pa. I don't pay so would hear me as a parent dial star 713 star 821 hash. Star 713 star 821 hash. Na follow prompt no na register. My chabo frani ko school afa receipt in the mano. No do school I won't show any receipt. The items I will hear you soon na no. But your Edupak Adaroma yedini nyina de bemba no. Say would hear me ADB branch be a benwa walk into any of the branches Agricultural Development Bank. Na kotua usika wo ho as a parent. Utie wia but your payment slip na ye keep and no new receipt pa. Abofra no nya placement no na wo ko school ampacho fa bibia hye nsem on reporting day obedru ho na ne niam nyina wo ho dada ubetumi akon www.edupakgh.com so now what register with us, make your payment, keep your receipt and present it on the day of opening of school. Collection will be done na yeah collection new year ampacho Friday you're handing it over to him or her. Pumpe we now we take away the stress and the pressure you need to go through in securing such items for your ward. And maybe I want to make a freebie. All you need to do no yes watch your friend 0507 000752 0507 000 and after 0508 644 802 0508 644 802 or talk to us on 0302 95 5050 0302 95 5050. I bet you also. Here we go. I'm faster than it be my Compugana. I don't pay Compugana that romantic back to school promo Nugusua Air Coso. Number just sending so say ending on the 20th of September. Now until the 20th of September, no Compugana Daroma, but one more mount. A whooping 40% discount on your purchases. And you pay so say items are who do I maybe bossy in for the sake of passion for technology, I don't pay over Kompu Ghana, but you're teaching in so the amount 40%. And to imagine, say, at the end of Bono, maybe a da, na Yatibuan is amount 40%. And no, na Kompu Ghana, and they don't for the purposes of a year. And more from BA school, new academic season, that will move a lot of them being here, so gadgets in their year. Adisua ho adwuma in their respective schools and campuses. Aropei, but you open laptop at Todia Maubanoa. All brands of laptops, Bora eye Kompu Ghana. Na womu woni nyina bi wo ho eye papa eye durable. And afi ne buo ni nti yate so e de amount. Open tablet abofra do de besua de but you nyina no quality set with us at Kompu Ghana. Smartphones na wo pe printers. And as a routers na wo pe headphones, power banks I will be keep across. Maybe I wouldn't be able to charge it. Equipment no on the go. But you need to speak to Kompu Ghana. And I'll pay refrigerators and kitchen be the C office and as who keep our staff come one room. But you need to Kompu Ghana wo papa nibi. I'll pay speak to them that one more bejo so far. And it just something say ubora shopping malls ni nyina mu a Kompu Ghana Daromenti omo wo showrooms wo baby a pay Ghana there 16 showrooms na tia to say wo baby a and if for numbers na free Kompu Ghana pay but you back to school nie and cotton laptop na boarding is and say Kompu Ghana to so the amount MacBook na wo pay dia wo pay bia but you bra Kompu Ghana na ye ni obedibia obesre visit kompugana.com so now level up your technological experiences. But you pay for Kompu Ghana on 0302 752 020 0302 752 020 and send us a WhatsApp message on 0243 143 143 0243 143 143. Now when it Kompu Ghana in Ninsa was war. I don't pay one more job so far. For some conversations, I don't think. That is and about a week ago, you need the Ministry of Gender, 18 was so. Now there was a petition they command the gender ministry. Okay, sir. There was a video of a Kumase actor back your friend Otele, right? Now a security, and we told you, sir, for the purposes of the child who was involved in it. Your Nsempa team no new a morning show team no at the krata called minister ho. The gender ministry, sir, as a set ministry need to be taking action. Now, Arope, we are glad to report to you, sir, officially, the minister and any team no are responded to us. In fact, all along, no, wamuni edinsa was one ya kasa aye bibia, but as of this morning, officially, wamuni krata and the amaye by responding to us. In fact, in Kitahudie bebrina no na akoso. Na Arope, we'll tell you more about the gender ministry, no any minister responses are one more dear my they say, you know, yeah, near the crata boytry, na ya information no. And tip my main kind Krata no ministry no at the Abani. Jay-Z.
Kwame Appiah Kubi.
Yes, Minister, now Mumolachi and any team are responded to us. I don't pay my chair or more award.
I mean, no one responded to us verbally.
Yes, but we need an official response.
Yeah, they've written officially to us.
Okay. And see, just as we do it every day, no ma yeni yetie for no enche. Now, the entire yetro petition, the gender ministry, no, was that in the said video, no. Now, there was a 5-year-old child Oba in that footage.
Okay, not you say we're 5, but Ibika no need.
No need.
Ibika no need.
Okay. But our position has been, sir, as I say, you protect your colano at all costs. And then the necessary actions ought to be done. And this is a response, the Ministry of Gender, Ede Amaye. Fachami. Now, I say, petition for urgent child protection intervention arising from the online circulation of a minor's image in a leaked recording. Now, it goes further to state, the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection acknowledges receipt of your petition dated 17th August 2026 concerning the alleged appearance of a 5-year-old child in a private recording that has been circulated online. Paragraph 2, sir, the ministry views the matter with concern, particularly as it relates to the child's safety, dignity, privacy, and welfare. Consistent with its mandate, the ministry has initiated the appropriate child protection response and referred the matter to the Department of Social Welfare for assessment and any necessary protection, psychological support, case management, and related interventions in the best interest of the child. Now, paragraph 3, sir, the ministry notes that the child protection concerns must be distinguished from any determination of criminal liability, which can only be made after investigation by the competent authorities. The ministry will therefore not make any determination on culpability at this stage. To prevent further harm, the ministry strongly urges Onua FM, media organizations, social media users, and the public not to broadcast, publish, repost, forward, download, or otherwise reproduce the recording, screenshot from it, or any information that could identify the child. The ministry further requests the cooperation of the Onua FM morning team to avoid any disclosure of the child's identity. The ministry has also liaised with the appropriate bodies to pull down the videos and restrict further access to the video footage. And these are very important paragraphs a war minister and the chief director response one more ediama Mame Maria W.A. And the chief director for the ministry for gender, Mame Marian, Anna Ninsa Eshe Asie, copied to the Odia FM morning show team at Media General. Now, and the chief director, I don't pay good morning. Only team more Ministry of Gender, Yadamwase Papa for the response. Now, Utie the chief director, any minister, any ministry, Air Kanwa. Jay-Z, what it means is that first of all, Omo acknowledges the request here in our petition is within their mandate.
Exactly.
Say in fact, and the more I to so far say at the point of receipt omunya your petition right. The response indicate to us omone all the appropriate agencies Edding Komo said the beya omubetimi pulling videos from the internet, right? Again, the ministry requests our cooperation. Say Yemwa said the beya and Crawford intimi and publish video ni bi. Na ye ka publish na wa video ni bi wo phone so or share abedu ho or share or repost or send the amount for WhatsApp so near the no minister say yemwa na yemo ho deru said ye be ankrofo e betwe wo ho e de free sa ne ma no. Now again minister say the fact is say akola no video nim no does not mean say the adult in the video no culpable of criminal offenses. Now they can only say that after say investigations right? And for that matter no the safety of the child is very important. The social welfare department I take charge assessment necessary for the protection of the child. And again one more say ye best separate akola na ye pese ye bɔ no ho ban no e free eniema papa no ne maame ne ye yesusu say a criminal offense, right? The criminal offense bit no ebebem at the time enhwehwemu ni nyina no akwa kosi na ye betimi aka say okay na echese video no mo share da na mutwa wie no mo ana mo share da bo apade to abonten, right? Until said that investigation will come no omuntimi press charges against them for now, right? But the minister no together with Onua FM morning show team and all the other media houses and individuals, as I say, you train your free. The fact is that you be posting and answer, you be publishing such content. I think, sir, it's in the right direction, and we agree. But just that, maybe a ministry no one can kusino. Yes, sir. Investigation no ebe kwa kusida ben. Cannot just say which bodies in charge of the investigations, right? And to what extent? Enkosi brebe na yen share the say investigation in no ebekwa kusi na we. I think we will have further deliberations with the ministry, right? As to how some of these things can be dealt with. Na yebetimi who say, I mean, at the end of it all, no. Yetimi enya some level of respite for akolano anyone mwana eye involved. Enti Jay-Z
unsa na ebani say na say ensemi say ekoko so a one of the things I was say Ghana for nyina hu say I think say we don't have enough education on dealing with such situations. We don't have enough education on dealing with such situations. And na Ghana for any baby no nim near also we say according to your no section 67 of Act 1038, that is Act 1038, that's the Cybersecurity Act, section 67 of it, it requires say the moment I on cyber video be video be PA media no so I'll be who be no. The law requires you to immediately stop the chain of transmission. They say in your account, you are legally obligated not to forward, download, save, or upload the content. They say what will download to be? I'm running account wire bonnet. What will save with your Google phone? So I'm running account wire bonnet. What will upload to another platform? So I'm be any Ashe wire bonnet. What will forward the ammonia? Hey. Ujafu azigiabo ni nyina wa ebone nti no ade ba ko a wo se nyina ye hwe na ye ni course anima no if say Mr. Speaker unim it affects the mental psyche of children. Now who penyinka e to da video ni bi won ma oni kobo so it means say mood for the rest of the day. Of course so oni kobo so it means say mood for the rest of the day nti na eye ade a ye di sie no. You say we are supposed to see it in public, but you say say you can't say our memory value system no is broken. I mean, a few years ago, explicit videos been say not, and it wasn't really a thing. It started becoming a thing on the internet when early 2010s or even late 2000s. 2008, 2009, 2010, more towards the early 2010s, when the famous Kim Kardashian tape leaked in the US. Then there was a famous Miley Cyrus, and so the I know so leaky. Miley Cyrus literally built an entire career out of it because after an episode with High School Musical, she entered the music space or dropping the first hit wrecking ball. or starting years and when it's an idea. But Kim Kardashian, there was a leaked one. Court. There were lots of. Then there was a one that involved certain people cooking pictures of Lil Wayne. I mean, so it became a thing, and not by internet to an uncle for sure. When you started formulating laws against it, even on the international level. International Information Security Laws, no ISOs, no International Security Information Security Organization laws, no. It began to capture some of those things. So, as a country, we also decided, so okay, and the young fast our laws, no. Say locally, say a bit to me, and over the years in Yahoo, Mr. Speaker, Ghana had the no creating a meaning, Yahoo, conform some build a career out of it.
Yeah.
O man, instead you serious. Obi baba on your popular sa ya na or the firm one very popular.
Akwaba Kubi the Scooby Kaime. BB Black Beauty, no friends.
Rashida Black Beauty.
Rashida Black Beauty.
I no say video in the man here.
Who say
oh. I mean, we've seen people build careers out of this, and it's a worry because you shouldn't know what we are supposed to do. The other part of it, the constitution no mandate we can there and yet the Cyber Security Act, your constitution and Kasakran Article 18 of the constitution, it mandates us to protect and respect the rights and freedoms of every citizen, and every citizen be also a right to privacy under Article 18. And obi privacy ababeto phone so I will say no. A hard dream.
Okay. Well, that is the gender ministry, right? Minister in the team.
As igina ban, Mr. Speaker, na mun two boys no for so omo report to.
That's all.
Senior yes ya no. Mo reporting my police say, oh, video we have me phone so and some fata say beto phone so. But police for now so could be share video no man.
I'm microphone ya
share. The police for some WhatsApp group.
Okay. Ma yenkai the Greater Accra Coordinating Council say yeguswa ye watwe yemu ayetwe mu. Na yenkai the Western Housing Ministry so. Na endro ayedi nkomo bi wa ha about gold board. Now, later in the day, minya a lot of concerns about an analysis, about the quantum of gold, gold board etimi ato in the last 1 year, right? Now, the community of reading men, or some of them, came into, a whole debate about that analysis, any angles, na ye free ayeba. Now, the presumptions were that I sounded more or less like say yebo gold board nabaso because but the community of reading men say I cannot do that and I don't have the capacity to do that as a host because wamususu say gold board ninye wamususu say and your money be because the gold board on your one, they believe that gold board on your mining, right? And then again, they believe say, why give gold board a certain credit whilst they are not due? But conversations and not yet having was in perspective. Now, they've gone to an extent say obinum cry analysis at their sending. We'll come into that. Now, again, one more say, I try to compare the PMMC to that of the gold board. CC, and the gold board last year. And the gold board, Eguso CC. Okay. For the purposes of clarity, and now I'm na ye dini. Gen Z, in context, Asaba and Rana Mekanino is bordered on 3 things, right? The regime of law na existe under PMMC, and then the regime of law establishing the Ghana Gold Board, right? And under the Gold Board Act, as we currently have it, Gold Board is the sole purchaser of Ghana's gold. under the current law no regime na wo say no gold board nkwane institution a otimito gold wo Ghana ha woyɛ miner small scale woyɛ wo mining utu gold ni wia by the current law no any regime na ye no gold board nkwana abetimi aton gold na man good enti eno ye point number 1. Point number 2 say under the previous regime no time na the precious minerals company no wo no PMMC wo no right na obia wo kwan say oye ne mining na obetimi aton gold no dia ma nipa bi opeso oton de ma no off take bi opeso oton de ma no enti most of them no na omo export gold ni de ko Dubai omo buyers e wo Dubai ni ade anom koton gold no right now the difference are a wo PMMC any gold board mu no say under the gold board act no emra no emma kwan say wo ye Ghana ni na wo ye miner within the small scale wontimi nkoton gold ni ma wo bia with the exception of gold board eno na me ka de asi so say by that rule I won mrani no ama gold board no maximize a lot of gold in terms of its quantity any gold do a omutimeto right and odi no compare PMMC de no because a PMMC no na eye open markets na obia timi trading gold ko ba bi opese odi ko bia no na ema smuggling so high again PMMC no na undetermine the purchase price I de beto gold you see the make cannot say enti nipa ne ye mine ni wie na ohwe the world market price of gold na ofri say our buyers e wo United Arab Emirates wo mo beto amma no the required sika wo hia wo ye den ya obekwa koton de ama Arab for no enti na ema the volumes are PMMC nya no so na ye den na wo form because no bia timi ton de ko ba bi opeso ton ekobia right. Point number 2 so my differentiating between adwuma economy no under the law no de na wo ho de na exist right. Point number 2 no say by virtue of the fact say gold board no say abeye adwumaku a ono nko a ne to gold wo mine ni mu no ama smuggling no aba form kakra gezi de me cannot say say yentimi ntu ase kra na smuggling na yeden aba form because they say officially you were only one router ubetimi aton gold de yeden e de afa say o manage na the gold ni free or mine ni mu de try the borders of Ghana whether by air or by land. Sea or by land whatever means how the betra no eno ne ye wa wasem but ye chiwa wa commit a criminal offense and by virtue of that strict instruction nso a abanti no ama gold board nso kebe smuggling no enkakrakra now sesania ma we nyina koso what it means no any say ebe corresponding with the gold volumes gold board ne yeden enya
okay
jezi clarity naba yes ebe corresponding because under PMMC no nansi se bia ne ho say untimi mfa wo gold ne nkwa abonten so far as say wa na wakoye o mining whether legal or illegal means. Now, IMF report in the METS said in 2024, over $11 billion worth of gold and a smuggled out of the country. Subsequent to 2025, no, yetimi raise gold volumes to the tune of $10.9 billion. Almost a similar figure to the previous year, no, the smuggled out of the country. And this is where the differences are. But that was not to say, I mean, gold board there, PMMC no. By laws ne wo ho no, oye den ya gold board no, ebeya there PMMC. They make what I say. Good. And the final one no is of the fact that Mimi believe in say. Na eno ane ho na me hye nkomo na se free me believe ne say Genzi so far as say ye nyina ya ye mra abo parliament hoka ma parliament ahyehye act 703 Minerals and Mining Act e de amayen say eno na ye mfa so nkotu for megudie na nipakuo bia ye omo adwen se omo mfa nhyehyɛ ne mmara no anya adwuma omo de mmara na bɛhyɛ yensem right se omo ade mmara ne kra kɔhyɛ omo nsem kɔyɛ mine ne wie na wontimi mfa gold ne ntra the borders of Ghana na aban wo kwan bia obefa so de ato saa gold ni nyinaa no a I am for it. I'm excited about it. Because Jenzi again, in real thoughts, one more year illegal mining. Na one gold, one smuggle gold no out of the country. In fact, we na de bro mine. Nem fam fast will be
yeah.
Because
we lose the mineral.
We lose the mineral and we lose the revenue because Nipano. So all your small scale mining, legal one, and galam say no ye we now money coin say. Otumi koton ni gold no baby Jezi, what it means is that or the gold ne kwa because they all small guilty aban enya to obi aye den e wo so ontua to obi amaban. But today you formalize the sector in such a way say even if said ye wo ye ne galamsey kra na enya legal kra no a shop na obekwa koton gold na mano no san shop na wote ho na wo to gold no baby regardless of baby how the free baby no San shop owner will not have the right to go and sell the gold outside on the blind side of government unless say offer kweti kwan so. Again, we are na abaya san be sika foforo e de akoye reclamation. Ene ya me ne o ka say yes gold board the program be about one more year reclamation in some of the affected lands.
Yeah.
When sika no mo de yes reclamation.
Yeah,
ne sika aban sika. And so nipa na wo perpetrate sa illegality no. Ebia wo fa gold ni wie kra wo koton gold ni wo Cote d'Ivoire. Ghana aban enya gold ni so mfa so bia. But Ghana aban na esa akobɔ ho ka akɔ reclaim asase no. So for me, it doesn't make any sense to me. And if we have several other ways, you bet me dia G gold ni dia free sa nkrofo ni nyina ansem a. Jezi, for me, I support it. Because if for nothing at all, oko perpetrate the illegality now wo fa gold ni wie no. Aban so afanyansa kwan so ato gold no at a price ane bo wo fom. Enti mfa so boom ni sika boom no a anka wo benya no nya ni saabiem. And again, aban so enam kwan foforo so block all the channels anka wo betimi afa so di gold na dwane di afri o mine. So this were the argument. But no community men no at the report by, right? A fair analysis, assessment. What more raise concerns? Now concerns in need. Jesse for concerns the brand na men for solutions no emra. So they give us a comparative analysis of a comparative analysis of a Juma PMMC in terms of the volumes of gold that are multiple. Any the gold board on Swetimia in the last 1 year. But my the community men ne concerns, then we come in and have that conversation.
Okay, almost the concerns be 5 we buy. Almost say almost share the entire outlook of a Juma PMMC and a Juma gold board on so yeah. And on one share the narratives are air cost system no more say gold board ama Ghana enya $10.9 billion.
Yes,
in a year. And on my share and someone called for air kika. Yes, and it is very true. There's a certain level of facts and a certain level of truth to it. However, almost sounds so easy concern say yes, a woman say no cremum now so no no as a more kind of now watch ya baby. I'm a Ghana for an year. And so almost say one. By the data, no, yet me deduce say gold board facilitate a record sales. They facilitated a record of 103 tons of ASM gold.
110 tons of gold.
103.
3. I know what they buy.
103 tons of ASM gold.
But some medium fee say 110,
which is worth $10.8 billion in 2025.
Okay.
That is a gold board recorded 10.3 tons of gold export, small scale gold, which is $10.8 billion in 2025. Number 2, almost say a no crime so say gold board. Eddie gold by 10 previously. Gold board brought more gold that may previously have moved through informal channels into the formal economy. Let us say gold one can be bit me through smuggling. Anko for Adebefa kwambone so.
Ede free of mind.
Ede free of mind no. Gold board. Emma Ghana and Satimi cancer gold in Ibi. Ebi. So they brought more gold that may have previously moved
out of the system
into the formal economy. Number 3, so you say the 20 billion total gold export figure belongs to Ghana and not gold board alone.
The what?
The 20 billion total gold export figure belongs to Ghana and not gold board alone. Mind you, use 10.8 in here. Small scale.
Small scale, yes.
Inti the total gold export figure now, Ghana exported total gold of 20 billion, 20 point something billion. That's around 21. Say a Ghana and a achieve sa and your gold board and achieve sa. And I know that Uchechi say yes, because first Kaneno now your off tickets be brave.
Yes.
And Omo muto gold be brave. Say we be tobi no nyina enkunko PMMC ho and there were a number of even private and international off-takers nti na enye nyina na nanto say gold board by nyina ko to gold board ne pe
exactly
nti gold board nkwa na timi record
nti there and the volumes because so it's more or less like gold board no oni obi an compete
aha yeah.
Enti ebia na PMMC nso saa ne kekoye ya
and
so ne volumes ebekosro
record more volumes.
Okay.
And the next one is here, the rise in export value was driven by 1, the higher gold volumes, and 2, significant international gold prices.
Okay.
You say gold board facilitated a record of 103 tons, it say 110 tons. So 103 tons, it is actually as a result of the fact say the production volume of gold was high.
That means you to gold
more.
Ewo Ghana in 2025.
Exactly.
Okay.
And
is that really the case? Say you to gold no more.
Na ye ntu ayebe na ton.
Okay.
You to gold no more. It is because could be due to high gold volumes. It's already no gold volume gold bebre wom.
Yeah.
It's gold near you produce no more. And you produce no more. Another reason why the 10.8 billion small scale mining gold sa value could also be attributed to the fact that there was a significantly higher international gold
prices. And na internationally, you could see drama in na gold ne bono was
so kaka.
Okay.
Into the fan is Abia, Mr. Speaker, say Abia wo 200. Na say Abia 100 now ton back na say Abia price on the world market na Abia 2. Na say me 250. Na 50 price on the world market in 5 me menya 250. Wo 100 now 2 price on the world market because you 2 into menya 200. Into me menya 10 even though me 210.
I see.
What you say? Into the price on the international market and also
contributed,
and also the significant volume of gold production in the system. So it also contributed. However, the 5th point is also say gold board the strongest argument and the ability to capture more foreign exchange from Ghana's gold that might have left through informal channels. Like I said, the volume of gold now, you can say you produce large volumes of gold, I can say the tonnage of gold and the value of your exports and your gold board achievement, but it's a Ghana achievement. The reason why you bet me the credit to be a gold board no see because of the fact say tonnage now we produce we produce you're showing it through illegal means anke be ko hen anke
forest ni nyina ama
anke aboke gukra now so through the gold board they were able to mobilize gold and capture more foreign exchange in Ghana's gold that may have left through illegal means or through informal channels. It's a two-sided figure. Yes, part also the gold board ne credit no However, the community of reading men also can say, let's also look at this angle. Yeah, just angle is on share. Say yes, say or enjoy monopoly. Say yeah, ebia telco space no ebia MTN.
Yes, but for me, maybe I made disagreement in the world. It's as a result of the fact that most government corporations enjoy monopoly, right? Talk of ECG or enjoy monopoly. The question is that how much revenue does ECG as a company give Ghana's economy?
That's a very valid point,
right? Or enjoy monopoly. Now talk of Cocoa Board enjoy monopoly. Sikai Forex ahe and a Cocoa Board all these years. Now you manage Cocoa Board now to an extent say a do baby no syndicated loan and san yetimi ato cocoa. Syndication simply means you anticipate say this year may produce cocoa over 600 metric tons, right? Now when your prospective buyers are who produce cocoa ni wia omo betimi ayeden ato cocoa no, right? Then they pre-finance enti yetimi kwaje $2 billion say cocoa syndicated loan. We were in this country, it took us to certain point. Edu baby say cocoa syndicated loan maya. Na yenya forest crowd or mining. Unless you call raise bonds. The American notice. So most government corporations, as we know them, no, they've enjoyed monopoly all these years. But the question, the reality check question here said, what has been their contribution in terms of gathering the forex? Ewa Ghana, I bet me are sustaining this economy. Some of them are in debt. Majority of them cry. And also is due to their operations. Cocoa body operations na ma say cocoa body ninkoto dwe gu forma. Cocoa body say open nyuma aban nyuma nka ya attractive say ye mo mudin bi.
Cocoa board.
Na nka nkwala nyina bewie university a obia pese cocoa board ko national service. Say odi obi tu cocoa board kura na
otimi kwaji reposting. Waso wonko. Now come to the oil sector. Oil revenues are ever any PIAC reporter womode maye. Forests are hini ye making. And even in the mining sector itself. From the LSMs, the large scale mining companies, royalties, any corporate taxes are womutuya maye. How much forex does it bring into our economy? The American notice. So in all these areas, most of the corporations enjoy monopoly, yet we are not able to see the level of impact. And what is our corporations at the Mayan? We are unable to see, we are unable to realize those impacts within the economy. So by and large, I agree with the argument and the angles of the community of reading men. But again, I disagree with the fact that any gold board on public corporation will enjoy monopoly in this country. Ebiso enjoy monopoly so more boy.
And so more boy ama at the end of the day, yes, ba bechi Ghana ni ne to e de support wo munwuma wo moyeden. Wo moye. Now give or take. Assuming Kra said the 1.7 billion IMF air kase losses are abba as a result of the domestic gold purchase program. Genzi, say Nipana ye juma for the entire fiscal year, 1st January to 31st December 2025. And yet justification for the loss. But the question is that the reality check is that so who deducted the losses, operational losses, whether economic losses, whatever losses you want to classify it to be. So what sa loss in the crown at the free generated revenue a gold board ne de ma yenena. Presumably, you might want to say the operations of the gold board significantly has equally contributed. Meaning the argument that I'm making here. And again, when people make the argument, say the higher the volumes of gold that will patronize or will purchase, right? the higher the losses, beba. I seem to agree with that logic and the context of the debate. And in 2023, by the official records, in 2023, PMMC eto gold to the tune of $2.19 billion. Right? In 2024, Wamoto gold to the value of $4.6 billion, representing 42.86 tons of gold in 2024. They make a note here. So they bought gold to the volumes of 42.8 tons. And in monetary terms, they did $4.6 billion. Even with that in 2024, PMMC, losses was $400 million. Almost $500 million, right? Now, ya quadruple the volumes ninti. The gold board does a patronage of, 103 tons of gold, equivalent to $10.8 billion. Obviously, losses never more.
Okay.
Because the higher your operations, the higher the cost in care.
But the other off-takers, now no more in 2020, before 2025, are no more war in a competitive market with PMMC and other ones, Were they also making losses,
for that one, I can't tell. Because I'm in conversation in Fire Coho, right? And we've not gone into details to see. And then you'll be private books. And you might not even have access.
Yes, if say, then the question would come, say, a private off-taker or also to good Nibia or making losses there, and yanka obeja to ana.
Exactly.
If say, so I doubt that they were actually making trading losses.
Even if say making losses, it might not be something substantial.
I don't. I
doubt
they,
to cry.
They would record any losses. But PMMC 4 losses, where were the losses coming from?
So okay IMF report now.
Okay.
Losses in the was as a result of the Good for Oil program, right? Okay. Page 8 of the IMF report. Reasons are almost 30 for the losses under the previous regime. It was part of it. Partly was attributable to, the Good for Oil. And the fast one, they engage in that, right? And that is where the conversation is.
Another one. So PMMC, which financing model now we use? So no we use from gold from BOG and
of course the same thing.
Okay, it's not PMMC financing model.
It was still BOG.
It was still BOG.
Yes, and the models were two. And you do gold for reserve, and then you do gold for oil.
And then gold for oil. Okay. And now the private off-takers they were funding themselves, just like Gold Board is
now funding itself.
Now funding itself through the current financing model.
Of course.
Okay. I'm asking this because a message from you said we were saying that after our Gold Board is one of the other government agencies are also enjoy monopoly, but other ones also air boka and idea. But then asema obinso sending message nso say cocoa board ya did air to no cocoa board BOGM man is coming from to cocoa.
No, so what I'm saying is that cocoa board a self-financing entity. Right?
Sending panel say it was unfair to compare
to in that effect.
Say cocoa board also
so we haven't gone back to records, right? See, I come back to records. Cocoa board we can probably we might want to research into that and see say cocoa board in the 80s or whatever it is, what was the model I know we use at the initial stages, right? Until the current stages here. Until the current stages here, omo into syndication, right? Even with that, currently as we speak, syndication see a jai. But how are they getting the money to purchase the gold? Government of Ghana. Cocoa board Canada is here a few weeks, cocoa season. Woman de to cocoa no if he never.
Sir, at the moment, the gold board for also current financing model, no.
Exactly the same. Exactly. So if I am comparing today, right, I might be right. But for the purposes of, again, compare the number of years all these agencies have been in existence.
Right.
And the trajectory of losses. Now the Metoto gold board 1 year. What assessment do you make of the operations?
It will not be a fair assessment.
It will not be a fair assessment. And genuinely, right now, a new financial model has come. I mean, gold board na ebabe financing in the money adieno. This is where we get to understand. I mean, a gold board ni bet mi ayeden. Akwa kudru. In terms of womu ankasa juma womu babeden. Womu bababe. So I think say arguably, it's in both ways. Nobody is too excited about the losses near their Abba. But we are only acknowledging a Juma gold board in time past. I mean, the year under review. Let it not look as if say and let it not look as if say domestic gold purchase program now it been 5 years now. Domestic gold purchase program in 2023-2024. What the emphasis said the third year mukrani. What the old regime, the current regime, emphasis say you're running such a program for the past 3 years. And every year, even though losses are recorded, but the proceeds, I mean, profit are far outweighs the losses in all 3 years.
But we cannot trivialize. I think my former boss, Professor Jampo, and also Tro Bibi sa on the Facebook, so my boys train pa. I think or mention if I lose 1.7 billion, I make
10.8
billion. Why are you shouting? I'll say we spend 58 million to dig a hole. Yeah, the $58 million you could do amana. I ensure at that time. We spent more than banks needed for bailout to collapse them, and that's fine. Gold board uses 1.7 billion to get 10.8 billion, and that's a loss. Let's gonna judge. And also, community now so the mupa or say Professor Nkasasa. And as much as the losses far out, the gains outweigh the losses we cannot also use that as a caveat to normalize losses. Also, a shame near the empire and the loss see naba. No,
we are not trivializing it. We are just taking the angles, argument by argument. Jamaica not here to see, say, and say you do not throw away the dirty water with the baby.
Yeah, with the baby. Yeah.
So I mean that is the point.
And besides, this is the first year of operation.
The first year of operation.
Obviously, mistakes, beba.
So I mean the half year of this year going into next year, then we can have a fair assessment. So they say in a kaba losses by you say encore on to Bank of Ghana books. Because Bank of Ghana and the DC Caneba. And to say, say any Bank of Ghana financial model be na a gold board na nkasani Georgia. Then we have a better way of assessing the real impact of Mojuma Moye Day. Moye. A Caneba Mudisie, anase Dia. Anase a BOG na air shielded the gold board. They make a note say. So for me, this is
going him. Sir and Komowe. A what crowd do? It's been a week, 2 weeks. Even before that, now we're having conversations about third quarter IMF third quarter reporter. A cover 214 by now at a point of IMF in Pegan a year now, dear. Finally, yeah. But I think this whole conversation underlines one thing. I think the BOG, the Bank of Ghana, the Bank of Ghana has become a political office, and that is a problem. Mr. Speaker, when he says, Emma, if BOG eba out, ebe church and same number can say, I lost no me books, so mena maboka na no. And can be a professor, be a can be a found. BOG no, our no the financier no, about be say, yes, the losses no men and boy, and I say good board the book and no. Komina mouse kano. Inti me se wona obo kana. Then me na mouse kana se me se me anso na me bo kana me anso na me bo kana. Minority for the day are no more yes good board aboka nyina no enko ba bia. Nanka wo se build no e only app. They've not been responsible in their last few engagements. And I'm very sorry for that. BOG, the Bank of Ghana no. What kind of time a BOG release your report for 2025?
The financial statement, no?
Yeah, the end of 2025 year financial statement on my report, no. Do you remember the circumstances that surrounded the release of the report? Release it to WhatsApp group mo. Emma
majority be here press conference.
Majority ne party communicators e go dina parliament ko press conference. Minim say party vote minya BOG statement answer economic committee in parliament for Nsempa. Meanwhile, the BOG mum nananka also ono mum air press conference chechi mu no. Oje mu na fi majority na air press conference e defend the BOG Bank of Ghana. Inti BOG in the communication department no me den. Enema binum say no. Ono ba out na all the information be tum. Na obechechi mu a it saves us all the noise. And the stress in some trouble for your Juma doors, Mr. Speaker. Your Juma doors, pa. It saves us. Sa de and Sami Jenfia say, Samia say, and Afenya say, it saves us all of that. The BOG Bayen, Jume Yanka is saving. But BOG Nansing, master dear whom it has become a political office.
Controversy,
no much on politician, not political parties, no. Because political parties, no, some of them have been appointed to BOG on them. And some of them in the normal social media and so. Na BOG no ejina ho. On me clarify nyoma. On me kan he no ayedin no jinem sa. Bank of Ghana no ono na the cost of animal nyina. But also because BOG no so ontimi meka. Ontimi ema mejinem because onim enkomo akoso in the past few years. The former Bank of Ghana governor
the 62 billion.
Ekoye say ye ni say mana omko boss search woni fie na de nyina. Nti ono nso suro. Sana akobo.
Say ya politicize BOG ni say.
Politicize BOG no. Nti ono nso suro because
even when all ye na juma as required and mandated by law no.
As a central bank no.
You find a way of doing politics with it. And once upon a time you come to ye trimu say Bank of Ghana there untontos nti ene na wo ye adwuma afene beko na wie no aboka
nti ono susu se oba be trem se I am aboka if say we say Bank of Ghana ba what no be kan say I am this kind of gold boss on konkoto and am ekoton em ye ni say na e ka ba nti e ka no e meme ka nka we nyina save we nyina nka sami jenfi nkonko accountability series e meka and said that accountability series it shouldn't have been Sami Jenfi. It should have been the Bank of Ghana governor
doing that.
Yes, it should have been the Bank of Ghana governor, not Sami Jenfi.
Especially when I'm on a financial arrangement in
Ejinamo. So, moi has Sami Jenfi kwa. It should have been the Bank of Ghana governor.
Right? By emphasis in the I don't be any other watch now. And I believe say a certain conversation, right? Community of reading men, no perspectives in the idea, but clarify me home. And your money in an clear.
I'm saying you're not won't come on anymore and no
as a Martin
and to no more day.
And at the end of the Mekai, you different from endemic Mekai.
I almost say an idea different, and idea clear.
And then you're clearer.
And then who control someone? Answer booklet, no front page. You know, more 8 points. Be no more. Clarity of answers attract extra marks.
Clarity of thought. The energy number.
Energy clarity no.
Jack, Kwame now I say, for your time and everything. Appiah, thank you so much. Nana Kwame obeying DJ Scooby Ben. Me did a Kwame Appiah Kubi, Mr. Speaker. Appiah my end was in Yemfa won't see her. I don't me any Ochnaya Friday. We'll be back to wrap it up for the week. God bless you. And thank you so much for your time with us this morning. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good morning, Ghana.